What is up everyone? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we are going to be helping out the church right behind me, and we're going to help them fix their plumbing, or I guess their pipes. Pretty much we got to connect to this side all the way to this side right here. So if you guys are excited for this insane welding job, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means the world to me. And I think we should begin with the video.
Now, what a beautiful morning. Okay, you guys.
Welcome back to another video in American Place, buddy. Today we are is it raining? Are you serious right now? No way. It is pouring cats and dogs. Okay, this is the trick that you guys gotta use if it starts raining really hard. Okay, this is the song you need to sing. Rain, rain, go away. No way, that actually worked. W's in the chat. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, today we are gonna be working for the city. We're gonna go fix some plumbing for the church, which yeah, it definitely needs some work, and we're gonna go and fix kind of like the plumbing that they have going on right now. It's kind of broken, but we're gonna go and get that fixed today. We're gonna do some acts of kindness, maybe, and it's gonna be a jam-packed video. So if you guys are excited, smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So hold on, before we do get out of here, let me close that, and then I'm just gonna jump. Yes, that's how you start the morning. So we have our work truck, and then we have the TRX. You guys know that we ended up using the TRX yesterday, and we got a couple hours for this GMC to take a rest, almost a day. So this should be completely good, ready to go for another work day. But we're gonna make our way to the tool store, grab all the things we need, all the plumbing, the welding. So yeah, this is gonna be quite the laborious and hard working day. So make sure you guys do smash the like button. This is the things I do for you guys. And actually, you know what, we do need a trailer to put and load up all of these things. So I guess let me quickly run inside of the trailer store. I'm gonna quickly place an order. So I guess let me quickly back this thing up. Careful, and perfect. Oh yes, that is perfect, you guys. This is how every pickup driver parks. And then we're gonna go inside. Jumpy. Let me open those doors. There we go. And then we're gonna quickly place an order for a trailer so we can place all of our things that we need for today. So hello, good sir. I like to eat banana. Oh, which one is it? All right, so I just placed an order for a trailer. It shouldn't be too big because I don't think we need a big trailer. We need something like that is kind of small, which I think I ended up picking up the correct one. But hopefully we can pick it up because my pickup is really tall and that trailer is super small. But we're gonna go and find out right now. Let's see if we can get it connected. Oh, come on, please connect. Oh no, my pickup is a little bit too tall for this. Hold on, I think I need to fix the suspension. I'm gonna turn on my airbags. Wink, wink. Alright, everyone, my airbags went down and up, and we got that thing trailer connected. Dude, this thing looks absolutely funny because my pickup is so tall. But you know, hopefully this is not gonna be too bad because it is kind of at a slanted angle. So hopefully the things do not fall from the trailer. But we're gonna quickly park up right here in the side since I don't want to pull in right now. Let me knock down the ramps, ninja kick, and then we're gonna go. Oh, whoa, that was a really deep hole right there. Someone's gotta fix that. Maybe someone from the city, not me though. I got other stuff to do. But let's walk inside. Hello, good sir. He doesn't like me, you guys. We're gonna quickly grab let's see, where are, okay, so here it is. We're gonna grab the welder. Let me grab the welder. We're gonna need our suit for today. Oh, look at this, dude. I look absolutely amazing. I match with the colors of the welding machine. Anyways, we're gonna grab a helmet, and then I believe the cones should be right here. Let's see. The cones are right there. Okay, so we gotta back up the what is it called? My pickup truck. Oh, hold on. Hello, sir. Let me quickly check out all of this stuff. Yes, sir. Alrighty, here you go. Enjoy. Dude, I gave him Monopoly money. Anyways, we're gonna come right over here. I guess we gotta open this up. So let me open up the door, and then let's quickly grab our pickup and back that thing up right there in the trailer. So hopefully this goes perfectly well. In that case, I do have to pull up the ramps again. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I have to work. Oops, I forgot. I gotta load up the welding machine. My bad, I forgot about that. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's carefully back this thing up. This is gonna be a little bit difficult since this is a tiny trailer, which, you know what, let me just do this. I feel like this is gonna be way easier. Alright, back this thing up. Oh, hold on, let me turn the wheel. Oh my goodness, that's not good. Alright, second time is the charm. Alright, so we're gonna place down our trailer right here. Let's knock down those ramps. Ninja kick, and then all we gotta do is place place them on the back of the trailer. I don't know if we're gonna have enough space. Hopefully we do. If not, we might have to go get another trailer. Hopefully we don't, because that's gonna be a complete headache, and we kind of don't have too much time to be wasting since the sun is gonna go down in the next few hours. So let's grab some of these cones and we're gonna place them on the back. So dude, this is gonna be a really tight fit, you guys. I'm gonna try to place as many as I can as close together because we still have way more cones to put. So let's do that. All right, let me continue placing them. Boop, there we go. All right, how many more do we need? We need one more. I mean, 4 more, not 4, not 1 more. Perfect. Oh yeah, what was I saying? I forgot to say these are plumbing tubes that we gotta connect. They're definitely not cones. Let's close that up before we do get out, because I am a nice citizen, or I guess employee in this case, since I'm working for the city. And we can now head over to the church, which is I think it's gonna be to the left side. So let's make a left right here, and then let's quickly pull over to the church so we can start repairing the plumbing. I don't know how many we're gonna need, but hopefully we do have enough, because I kind of don't want to go back. I'm kind of lazy. So here it is. This is gonna be the spot right here. I'm not sure if you guys can see the plumbing. This is gonna be quite the work. You know what? This is not gonna be a good spot. Let me actually park up right here. Let's quickly pull into the church right here. There we go. And then we are gonna unload all of these cones. I don't think I've ever been to the church in any of my missions, but you know, let's give it a quick visit. Hello everyone. Oh, no one's here. Let me close that. Dude, this is such a beautiful church. I wonder if they're gonna remake this church, since they've been remodeling a lot of the buildings in APM. Hopefully they do. I believe it deserves one, since I myself, who is a Christian, love this church right here. But let's get out of here. All right, let me close that up. There we go. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. All right, let's see. Let me grab all of these cones. I mean, plumbing tools, not cones. Let me knock down the tailgate, and then we are gonna get all of this stuff set up. So I guess let me just place it right around here. There we go. Let me put on my helmet. Oh yes, I have turned into Iron Man. Guys, I am Iron Man. Okay, fine. I'm a locking twin. I'm gonna grab some of these plumbing tools, all of the things that we need. There we go. Let's grab half of these, and then let's see, how is this gonna work? I think we gotta turn on the generator for the welder. Let's connect it to, I guess, the bottom of the metal. My friend said to not do this, but what does he know? I'm the master right here. And then we are gonna start fixing the plumbing. Oh, whoa, that's super crooked. Oh, let me put that right here. There we go. All right, let's place the first cone, plumbing thingy right there. Look at that. All right, now we gotta work all the way to over here to the other side, which is gonna be kind of scary, because that just means we need a lot of plumbing supplies. So we gotta connect it to this one right here. So let's quickly hurry up and try to get all of these connected before the sun does fall. It looks like it's about like 3 p.m., which means we have about less than 3 hours to finish this job. So let me kind of move this a little bit down. There we go. Let's start connecting these. Okay, doesn't look too bad. There we go. Oh yes, that actually looks not too bad actually. I thought it was gonna look a little bit way worse. Let's connect them. Let me kind of fix myself. There we go. And then we gotta do this all the way down. Dude, we're not even halfway. Oh no, we're definitely not gonna have enough supplies. We're not even halfway, you guys. All right, let me grab these cones. Plumbing supplies. Oops, I did not mean to say that. All right, we got some more plumbing supplies, and it looks like we're not even halfway done. We're not even halfway done, you guys. Oh my goodness. You know what? If I can't reach over there, then I might just like put the plumbing like right under here. Well, I don't know. So let me continue placing some of these. Let me carefully do this. Boom. It kind of looks a little bit crooked, but don't worry, you guys. This 100% works. There we go. Oh yes, I am cooking, chat. I am cooking, and oh my goodness, I just ran out of plumbing supplies. There is no way. Look at this. We have pretty much kind of halfway, almost halfway done, because if we grab another stack like this much, then that means we're gonna be able to finish I think right here where this mud thing is, and we're not gonna get close enough. So I'm gonna quickly run over to the tool store, and I'm gonna be able to see if I can grab more plumbing supplies. So let's quickly disconnect all of this. Let me hop into pickup, and I guess let me kind of off-road since this is a truck, and make our way to the tool store, because we kind of need a little bit more supplies. Alrighty, here we are. I kind of realized I should have brought my let me take this off. I'm not Iron Man right now. I should have brought my the trailer. Should have brought that. Let me see if I can grab another stack. Okay, it looks like I can grab one more stack, and then we're gonna quickly check out. Hello, let me check. Oh, it's on your head. Look at that cone head. I'm kidding. I'll be nice, guys. Let me quickly load them up on the back of the pickup. I was able to get a second stack in my giant pockets, which you guys should not be asking how big my pockets are. I always tell you guys, don't ask how big my pockets are. And then I always get a couple comments telling me how big my pockets are. But there you go. We got the back of the bed completely filled up with so many cones and ready to finish this job. I think. I don't know. I still don't think we have enough cones. We might be like really close to finishing and closing of this kind of plumbing thing. We're going to quickly pull over and then we're going to quickly grab all of these cones so we can finish this job, hopefully. But so far, I think it looks pretty good. I don't think it looks bad at all. But me grabbing these cones is going to take forever. Alright, we got all of the cones in my giant pockets, which you guys should not be asking. And then we are going to try to finish off this job once and for all. So let's go and finish this job. There we go. There we go. Ooh, we're under the tree. That probably means we're almost done. Alrighty, this is actually going way better than I thought. And no way, you guys, we ran out of plumbing supplies. We are so close. I might have to call in a friend to help me finish this job, which if you guys been watching the videos, then you guys should know about my grandpa. Let's go and pick him up. So let me quickly hop in the pickup. Yeah, there we go. And let's go pick up my grandpapa. I think he should be at the trailer. So he went to go return some stuff. So that's where I'm guessing he's at. If not, then I guess we'll go to his house because he's always at his house eating as well. But let me see. Where is he? I don't see my grandpa. Oh, there he is. Yo, grandpa, hop in, son. Okay. Dude, what have you been up to? Pooping. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna ask you anymore. Anyways, can you help me grab some more tools? Because I kind of ran out of money. So since you're the rich guy, I need you to go and pick me up some more plumbing supplies, okay? I'll be waiting right here. Okay, I'll get some more pooping supplies. Oh my goodness, did I just hear what he just said? More pooping supplies? No way. Grandpa, what happened? Nothing. Okay. That's a little bit odd, but we're gonna get out of here. Let me quickly back this thing up. Hopefully you got enough of the plumbing supplies and not the pooping supplies, because I know you also have issues with that, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about fixing this plumbing. So here we are. Let me quickly pull over. There we go. And if you can you just put them on the ground? I don't want you messing up anything. Okay, it's ready. Oh, that was fast. I was just enjoying the AC in my car. So let me quickly grab these supplies, and I don't know if that's gonna be enough, grandpapa. You might have to run to the store one more time and grab them for me, all right? And then come right back. But I don't know if I should trust you with the truck. There we go. Uh-oh, I can't put them anymore. Oh, yep, it's not allowing me to place any more, grandpapa. I think this is gonna be part 2 that we gotta do. I don't know, but I'm tired. I'm gonna go home. You're not gonna say goodbye to the people? Look at my grandpa. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, now he's epic walking. Now he's running towards us. What? You know what? Never mind. If you guys did enjoy this video, and with a special guest, my grandpapa, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I am Iron Man. Peace. What a beautiful day, and oh my goodness, why is my truck pink? No way. Dude, who did this? Hold on, I need to park this thing right here. I'm gonna throw this thing in park. There we go. And oh my goodness, what did 13-year-old bros did to my truck? Dude, this is completely unusable. There's presents in the back. There is a bunny. There's like bunny teeth in front of the grill, and the suspension is completely messed up. Oh my goodness. Let me know if I should get back at 13-year bros, because he just pranked me and we are in a crazy prank war. Should I get him back? Because look at what he did with my truck. But anyways, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be fixing a bridge because the guardrail ended up breaking. I think someone ended up hitting it maybe when they were driving at night. If you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's jump into the video. As you guys can see, I'm all ready. I've got my vest on. I've got my tools. Look at that. I got all of my tools right here. And I was gonna take the work truck, but it looks like this thing is completely messed up. Dude, can I go under this? Dude, I can pretty much go under my truck. Dude, this is the worst prank I've ever gone through. I might have to get him back, you guys. guys. But let me know in the comments. If not, that's fine. We do have a big day today because we gotta run over to the trailer store so we can pick up a trailer and then the special machine that is gonna be used to fix this guardrail. So let's make a right in this intersection right here and let's get back into town. We're gonna go in the main part of the cities because that is where the trailer store is located. So let me step on this thing. They said, oh my goodness, let me slow down. Oh dude, there's a APM sheriff station right there. Oh, I am not supposed to be speeding, you guys. All right, we have a stop sign right here. The road is clear and the trailer store is gonna be on the right side. So let's pull in. Hopefully the trailer that I ordered is here, and oh yep, it looks like it is right here. So let me back this thing up. I'm gonna slowly reverse this just like so. Oh my goodness, first try we got the trailer connected to the T-Rex. Now the first spot that we are gonna be making our way towards is going to be the farm because that's actually gonna be the place where this machine is currently at. I didn't know it was this person had this machine, but we're gonna go and pick it up from his house. He's gonna be super nice that he's gonna give it to us for like an hour or two until we finish fixing the bridge. But let's make our way down this road until we see a farm on the left side. Farm. I don't see a farm. Oh my goodness, did I pass it? Oh more. Oh wait. I think the farm is gonna be right here. Yes, the farm is right here. So let me make a left turn and oh, hello little cow. And oh my goodness, there are so many cattle right here. Hi siblings. All right, so okay, so the machine is gonna be right here. I'm gonna pull into this side because I'm gonna throw down the ramps of the trailer. All right, let's go and throw the ramps to the ground. Let's kick them down. All right, and then we're gonna hop into this nice looking machine. Dude, this is really nice. I like the color on this thing. But we're gonna get this thing loaded up on top of this trailer. Hopefully it fits. I don't know if I have to raise the forks. It looks like we don't have to. All right, nice. So we're gonna park this thing right here. Let me turn it off and let's hop out. Let me just make sure the straps are all good. All right, looks like they're all good and we can start getting actually, you know what, we also have to run to the plain tool store. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry you guys, I'm so sorry. Can you guys forgive me? I'm still a little bit shocked by what 13-year-old bros did to my favorite work truck. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he did that. All right, so let me hop in the TRX. We're gonna back this thing up and we're gonna pull out where we came from. So let me carefully do this. All right, and then let me pull out. All right, nice. But the main reason that we are gonna be heading towards the plain tool store is because we're gonna get the road fixed up, which means we're gonna have to close it on both sides. So we're gonna have to use those cones to close the road, if that makes any sense. So let's make a right where the main road is. Let me carefully turn. There we go. Oh, that was a really wide turn. I did not mean to make that kind of a huge wide turn. Alright everyone, we are back in town. W's in the chat. And by the way, the suspension of my T-Rex is not liking this. Look, it's kind of squatting in the rear because if you guys didn't know, this is an off-roading truck and not a work truck. I wonder what happened to my work truck. But anyways, the plain tool store is right here. I'm gonna quickly turn on my hazards and we are gonna run inside this shop because we're gonna get two different types of cones. So let's run inside the store and then I think I'm gonna grab these cones right here and then I'm gonna grab these cones right here. All right, nice. So we got the big cones and then we got the baby cones or the small cones. All right, let's walk around the store and let's check if we need anything else. I don't think we need anything else because the rest of this stuff is for like camping and stuff and I'm not gonna go camping today, or at least right now. All right, so I walked around the store. We don't need anything, so let's quickly check out for our cones. There we go. Oh my goodness, I just paid like 40 bucks for these cones. All right, let's walk out and let's start making our way to the bridge so we can get it fixed up. All right, let me hop in. Let me turn it on and the bridge is gonna be down this road right here. I believe it should be this bridge right here. If it doesn't have the guardrails, then it's probably gonna be the bridge down the main road. And oh yes, oh my goodness, it is so destroyed right now. Oh, this is not good. All right, so I'm gonna pull over right here. There we go. I think I'm gonna pull over to the corner and then we're gonna unload this special machine from the trailer. So let me hop in. Let me carefully get this down. All right, and then we are gonna start closing the road because we gotta fix this bridge. So I'm gonna fix it probably on this side. Let me just close to this side of the bridge. So let me do one and then another one in the middle. There we go. And I think we can just put two more right here and then just put the smaller cones. Yes, like this. Awesome. Look at that. We got that side of the road closed. All we gotta do is close close the other side of the road just to be safe. It's always good to be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna place one cone right here, and then we're gonna place another one, and then we're gonna place another one, and I guess we just put two more right here, right? Oh, that one's gonna be a little bit crooked, but that's fine. All we gotta do is put the baby cones just like so. I'm gonna place one right there, and then I'm gonna place another one right there, and perfect. Look at that. We've got both sides of the road completely closed down. Oh yeah, no more need to panic. Let me hop in the machine right here, and then I'm gonna carefully back this thing up. All we gotta do is raise kind of like the booms right here. Oh, hold on, there was a tree in my way, so let me raise the boom and then raise the, I guess, you know what, not raise the forks, bring them down, and then we just extend this. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. And now we just fix the guardrail like this. Oh, hold on, I think I might have to put the forks down a little bit. There we go. And then we should start fixing it and begin by putting this into place. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the entire bridge, but I am gonna be doing kind of the first entrance and then kind of the first part of the bridge as well. So we're gonna push all of this in. Just roleplay, you guys. Pretend. Shh. You know what? I'm just gonna push all of this in just to make sure. Oh, look at that. Is that thing split in half? Hold on. Hold on. Look at that. Look. Holy moly. This thing got cut in half. What the heck? All right, hold on. Let me check this from the bottom. Okay, so it looks perfect right here. All right, nice. All right, so it's not bad. It just looks really bad at the top. So let me get up here and I'm gonna continue fixing this bridge right here. We're almost finished, you guys, and then we're gonna be able to go back to our house so we can go back and fix my work truck that was completely destroyed. I wonder who did it. So let me quickly finish this up. All right, and I think that is gonna be it for the fix of the bridge. I think that looks really nice, you guys. Dude, it looks like brand new. It looks like nothing ended up happening to the bridge, but that's because I'm the best employee ever. I'm gonna back this thing up and I'm gonna retract the boom all the way back, and then I'm gonna raise what is this called, the forks up. How do I raise it? Oh yes, like that, because I don't want it to poke the back of my work truck. So let me get this thing parked up right here. There we go. Let's put the straps down all the way down. Nice. And all we gotta do is kick up the ramps and pick up our mess, which is just the cones. It wasn't really much of a mess. So let me quickly pick up all of these cones. Oh my goodness, I have so many cones. There we go. The last one on this side, and look at that. Boom. Oh no, we got one more side to do. All right, so let me start picking the cones from this side, and then we should be completely done with picking up the mess that we left on the bridge, which is gonna be done. Let's go. All right, so let me hop in the TRX. We're gonna start driving back to our spot, which just means my home, so we can grab the work truck and get it restored like brand new, because you know, you guys know what happened. Someone had to destroy my truck. Cough cough, 13 year bros. But it looks like we have arrived back to my house. I'm gonna leave my truck parked right here and get in my truck right here, because the sun looks like it's about midday and I don't want to return by midnight. But take a look at this thing. This thing is the most ugly truck I have ever seen in my life. What the heck, dude? I feel like 13 year bros kind of went too far with this one. Let me know in the comments if he went too far with this prank, and let me know if I should prank him back. Oh yeah, but like I said, if I do prank him back, I will not be going easy on him. Alright everyone, we are back in town. The mechanic shop is down the road. I can see it. So let me get this thing backed up, and I'm gonna open up the garage door just like so, and we're gonna get this thing looking like brand new. So throw this thing in park, turn off the engine, and the first thing we are gonna be doing is fixing the color on this thing. So let's make it back to my favorite color, which is a nice gray. There we go. We are going to be removing all of these ugly attachments, even the flatbed, because we are not going to be needing it anymore. So let's remove all of this. There we go. Let me take the nose off. Let me take the presents off. And I think that is going to be it. All we got to do is fix the suspension and then fix up the camber. Oh my goodness. All right. So it looks like we're looking really good. Let me quickly add a bed. We're going to add a nice dually bed with a tailgate. Let's add some mud flaps. Oh, which one is it? Okay. So I normally add these mud flaps right here. I'm gonna add a hitch, a light bar, and a headache rack. Oh yeah, we also can't forget about the running boards, which I always get the most expensive one. All right, so all we gotta do is fix the suspension. I'm just gonna raise it a little bit since I did kind of drop it to stock. So this should be good right here. All I'm going to be doing is fixing up the wheels, since I feel like they're a little bit off. I don't know, something's off about them. All right, so it looks like nothing was wrong with them, and now it should be pretty much back to new. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss an attachment, which it looks like I did not. So let's pull this out to the shop. Look at this. Oh my goodness, we ended up fixing my truck, dude. Holy moly. And I feel like it looks way better, you guys. Look at that, dude. That looks way better. It literally looks like brand new. I just bought it, but it's got pretty much everything I had originally. But I think that is gonna be it for this video. And if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another Southern Mudding video. And today, oh, I almost hit my head with my door. And today we are going to be a mechanic for the first time. I have never done this in Southern Mudding or APM, but today we're gonna go fix some cars and be a mechanic. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe because it means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. So we have our truck right here. I was just giving it a nice clean because I did have a lot of trash inside. I might have gone to the movie theaters last night, but I'm not gonna talk about that. So let me close up all of my doors and we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop because after we do an oil change, we're gonna go and pick up someone's truck that it broke down, I think down near the warehouse. So we're gonna go and do that. Let me just quickly open up the gate right here because I did close it. So let's open that back up and let's go back into our amazing GMC Denali and make our way towards the town and then into the mechanic shop so we can pick up this tow truck. I am so excited, you guys, because this is my first time ever doing an oil change. So hopefully I do not mess up, because if I do mess up, yeah, I'm gonna lose a lot of money. Anyways, we do have a very short shift today, so we cannot be wasting time today. So let's get our truck parked right here. We're gonna walk into the mechanic shop and pick up a tow truck and then grab all of our tools that we need to finish up and do these jobs. So let's get out of here. Let me open up my door and boom, let's shut that closed. So let me go inside the office because, oh my goodness, my nose, I just hit my nose against the door. I am so clumsy, you guys. Anyways, we should have the tow truck right around here. I don't see it at all. I mean, that's fine for now. Let me quickly grab my tools. Here's where I keep all of my tools, and the tow truck should be, oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness, I am so blind as well. But let's open up the garage door and let me hop into this bad boy. So let's start making our way to the tool store, which is literally down the street, and grab some more tools that I need to accomplish these oil changes. So let me hop in and let me make sure the road is clear. All right, and let me pull into the tool store. Is that the actual name of the tool store? I thought it was plain tools. Never mind, I think I'm thinking about APM. Anyways, let's park this thing right here. I know it wasn't a really good job. I'm kind of like in the middle. Anyways, let's walk inside and let's see. Oh, here it is. So we're gonna need some of these ramps to pick up the vehicle, and then we're gonna need, I'm trying to reach that, an oil pan. And then once we have an oil pan, we're gonna grab some cones. Just in case something does happen or we need to close the road, we have some cones ready to go. And I think that is gonna be it for this tool store trip. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need anything else. So let me quickly check out. Here you go. Let me check out for all of these things, and let's make our way towards the first house, which should be down the streets. It shouldn't be too far. So let's quickly hop in. And I really love this tow truck because if you guys can't see it, it's kind of like camouflage, but there's a winch at the front that is pretty sick. It can carry even semis. But the road is clear. Let's cross the streets, and oh my goodness, we have another stop sign. All right, I guess I'll follow the rules, you guys. Then oh, here is going to be the first property, the first truck that we are going to be fixing today. So I think I'm gonna park, actually I don't know what to do. Should I park in his driveway? Hopefully he doesn't get mad. I mean, if I don't have space, then I might just park on the street, but it looks like I'm gonna have space. Let me just align myself so I won't have to be so crooked, and I am sticking out just a little bit. So let me just put some cones just so people can be a little bit careful. And I feel like this one's a little bit uneven. I like when the cones are kind of even. I don't know, something's wrong with me. Alrighty, we have a truck right here, and first things first, we're gonna put down the ramps. So let me move the ramps facing the wheels, and I have to turn this all the way around. Oh my goodness, this actually might take forever. Alright, so we're gonna place the first ramp. I think this is gonna be a good spot, and then we're gonna place the second ramp right here. And let me quickly hop in, and oh, this thing sounds really good, you guys. We're gonna throw these onto the ramps. Let me carefully do this, and boom, boom, we are successfully onto the ramps. I seriously didn't think it was going to be this easy, because if you guys know a little bit about my luck, then you guys know I don't have the best luck. But anyways, look how close I am to my tow truck. I should have just parked my tow truck on the road. But anyways, let's throw down the oil pan. There we go. And I'm gonna quickly get under. Alright, we're draining it. All of the oil is coming out. Already the oil pan is almost filled, and I think we are ready to close and top off the oil pan. So let me quickly do that, and boom, we are done with draining the oil. Let me quickly put some new oil. I think I have some oil right here in the bag, so let me quickly grab it, and let's quickly fill this truck with brand new oil. And I think that is gonna be it for this job. Dude, that was actually super easy. I don't know why people take hours on doing the oil change. It was super easy for me, but I think I need to grab the oil pan, and we're gonna have to dump it into the ocean. So let's dump this. There we go. And let's make our way back, because we're gonna throw this in the back of the tow truck. And before we do remove the ramps, we gotta remove the truck a little bit backwards, just like so. And we can now remove the ramps, and boom, look at that. That was the easiest job ever, and we got paid $80 for this 10-minute job. But we are still not finished. We still have 2 more jobs to go, so let's make our way towards the second one. Let me quickly pick up my cones, and let's start making our way towards the warehouse that I was talking about earlier, because I believe someone ended up breaking down and they need some of my services. So we're gonna turn on the beacon lights, and we're gonna make our way towards the second location. But so far this job has been super easy, you guys. We do have also one more oil change job that we have to do, and I believe that house should be down there. But first, we're gonna go and pick up this truck that should be broken down right around here. I don't see it so far. Yeah, I don't think it's on this side, but let's make a left turn onto this road, and maybe, oh wait a minute, is that the truck right there? Yo, this is a nice Jeep. Is this a Gladiator? What is this? It's really nice. Hold on, I kind of want to take a look at this. I know I shouldn't leave my truck right there, but I want to take a look at this, and this is a really cool truck. Let me quickly get back into my tow truck. I shouldn't have left it in the middle of the road. Oh my goodness. But let's start dropping the boom and unfolding it so we can get this Jeep loaded up. But before we do get it connected, I am gonna move the wheels forward. I'm gonna move them forward. We should now be ready to connect this thing. So let me carefully back up, and kaboom, we are now connected towards the Jeep. So let me quickly raise the boom and kind of hold it a little bit. There we go. And we can now head out and drop this thing at the mechanic shop so they can repair it. But you know, this is pretty normal for Jeeps. They always break down, so I probably would never buy one. But hey, at least they look really nice, you guys. But it looks like we have an intersection, so let's make a nice left turn, and boom. Oh, hold on, I almost lost control, and I can see the town not too far away, you guys. So let me start slowing down, because we do have the mechanic shop right here. So let's pull in, and let's see, where should we drop this off? Let's drop it off right here. I'm gonna open up the garage door, and we're gonna unload this bad boy. So let me quickly get a little bit forward so I can back up. So let me carefully do this. All right, let me get a little bit closer. But you know what they say, steady wins the race, or something like that. Anyways, we're gonna unload the Jeep right here. So let me drop this. There we go. Do that part of the boom, and we can now disconnect the Jeep, and they can take care of this thing. I know, I just feel bad for the mechanics, well, I guess the other mechanics, because these Jeeps are not easy to work with. But let's close that up and bring up our boom, because it is all the way down. So let's quickly bring up our boom, and we are going to start making our way towards the last property, which should be down near the ocean where I showed you guys earlier today. And I believe this is going to be some type of race car or sports car, so I'm really excited, you guys. But we don't need the beacons anymore. I'm going to turn them off, and let me also check on time how we are doing. And oh my goodness, we're literally on the last 30 minutes, you guys, and I just took that sign. We cannot be messing around. Let's check the intersection. It is clear to go, and let's step on it all the way down. We have to use the turbos on this thing, because I have to return this tow truck in less than 30 minutes, but I don't see the car. I thought it was going to be down here. I think they lied to me, you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the... Holy moly, look at that. That is crazy. There is no way this person owns this race car. Alrighty, let me carefully back my tow truck, and we're gonna leave it parked right up front like how we did on the first property, and we're gonna put up the cones. Let's put one cone, and then yeah, let's put another cone so people can be careful. And look at this. Yo, this is nasty. This is crazy. I kind of want to take this on a joyride, you guys, but I know that's not a good thing, but we might do it. Hold on, let's quickly do an oil change on this thing, but don't tell anyone, you guys. We're gonna put the first ramp right here, and then we're gonna place the second ramp. Should I move it like this? Oh no, that's bad. Hold on, let me do this again. And there you go. We placed the second ramp onto the driveway, and now we gotta carefully do this. Oh no, I'm barely gonna have space, you guys. This is so small. Look at this. This car is so low to the ground, but let me place the oil pan right under, right there. And I'm gonna quickly get under. Alrighty, we are now under the vehicle. We're draining all of the oil, and it's kind of hitting my face, but that's fine. So let's quickly drain this out. All right, nice. It looks like it's full now. So let's get out under there. I'm gonna grab the pan. Cannot forget about the pan. And since there is an ocean right back here, this is where we can dump the oil. Actually, you know what? Where is the ocean? It's all the way down there. All right, never mind. I should have just gone the other side. Alrighty, we are now at the ocean, which means we can now dump all of our oil. There we go. It can go back into the nature, and we're gonna make our way back to the tow truck because we're gonna start picking up everything because we are done with this oil change. Oh, wait, I forgot to fill it with oil. Oh my goodness, that could have been really bad. So let me quickly fill it with 6 quarts of oil. There you go. And we're gonna move this a little bit backwards, park it right here, and boom, we are now done with this oil change. So let's pick up our ramps just like so. And before we do head out, we cannot forget about our cones. So all of that should be ready to go. We are done, and we're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop so we can return this tow truck because sadly this is not mine. It is part of the company that I currently work for, so we're gonna go and return it towards them. So it's gonna be quite the trip, which is why we're gonna do a nice transition in 3, 2, and 1. And here we are now back in town. We're gonna go and get this thing parked up. So let's open that up, and I'm gonna reverse into the mechanic shop because I do gain more aura points. So let's leave this parked right here, turn that thing off, and we can now start making our way towards home. Actually, you know what? Let me quickly run to the store and return all of these things because I don't need them and I'm done with my shift. Oh my goodness, I left my door open. I am so clumsy, you guys. I can't believe I left my door open. I am really surprised no one ended up stealing my stuff or stealing my truck, but thankfully everyone in the city is nice. But let's return all of our items and we can now make our way back into the truck and make our way back home. Alrighty everyone, it looks like we are now back to our rich multi-million-dollar farmhouse because you guys know I'm the best at everything. So we're gonna go and park our pickup, which is also really expensive, like 6 figures or something like that, something light. Let me open up the door and let's celebrate.
Oh yeah.
But with that in mind, we managed to successfully do 2 oil changes and pick up a pickup truck that broke down and rescue it. I think it was a pretty successful day, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. I am bored today. What should I do? Wait a minute, I have some money. I can go to the auction, buy a brand new truck, and bring it back to life. You know what? I think I am gonna do that. What's everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are gonna go to the auction, buy a brand new truck, and restore it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I think we should begin by taking this GMC Ultimate Denali, which I think I'm gonna take it today. Let me just quickly turn this thing on so we can get out of here, and the auction is actually not gonna be too far away. It is gonna be right at this location right here. I believe it used to be like an old rally track or something like that, and now they just use it to sell old and rusty auction vehicles. So we're gonna make our way over there. We're gonna see and try to buy one because sometimes people like to buy all of them since they are so cheap. But let's make a right turn. Actually, you know what? I think it's gonna go straight. All right, you know what? I'm gonna cross the road and then I'm gonna make a right turn into, let me see, I'm gonna look for a road that I could take. Okay, so this is the road that we need to take, but how do I get there? Oh, I think it's gonna be this road. All right, let me pull in. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a tight turn. There we go. We made that tight turn, and now we're gonna drive around. Let's see, how do we go inside the track so we can buy these cars? All right, I think we can make a turn right here. All right, and where are the cars? Dude, did everyone just buy them? Because where are they? I don't see it. Oh my goodness, look, this is the last 2 vehicles for sale. Oh my goodness, look at these rust buckets. Not to be too offensive, but I am thinking about buying this one right here. Look at this. I can already imagine the transformation we can do on this rig. Oh my goodness, this thing looks nice. Well, it is gonna look nice. Right now it's a little bit rusty, so we're gonna go and pay for this. I think this one is like 2,500. I mean, this is nice, but I'm not a fan of the fast cars. I'm more of a truck guy, as you guys can see. So let's make our way towards the trailer store so we can grab a trailer and get this thing loaded so we can take it to the mechanic shop. So let's make a, oh, actually, you know what? Let's make a right turn right here. I was about to pull into that. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly go to the front. I'm gonna quickly pay. Let me just quickly go right here. I'm gonna quickly hop out. There we go. Let me quickly pay 2,500, and I'm just gonna leave the money here. I don't think anyone is here right now. They might have gone to the restroom, which is fine. Let me hop in my truck and let's get out of here. Let me quickly do a little reverse 3-point turn and pull into the dirt road, because in order to get to the main road, we have to go on the dirt road. So I'm very happy that we managed to take the GMC. So let's make a right turn. And the reason I'm really happy we took the GMC is because this is a work truck. This thing can do some insane jobs. But we're gonna go through the back and then go through the car wash so we can go and arrive at the trailer store, which we are here now. We have got two options. I don't know which one to take. I'm gonna quickly hop out because I'm gonna take a look at which trailer we're gonna be taking. This one's a little bit too big, so we are not gonna be taking this one, but we might take this one right here. This one's not bad at all. I think we can get the truck loaded on top of this trailer right here. So let me hop right back in the GMC and back this thing up so we can get it connected, and there we go. Perfect. Dude, I'm such a great APM player. All right, let's get out of here. We are gonna make our way back to the auction place because we're gonna get that truck loaded on top so we can finally get it restored, and we might flip it for a profit, because who doesn't like making money? I like making money. Hey. Anyways, enough of the yap. It looks like we have arrived back at the dirt road, so let's pull in, turn on those blinkers just like so. All right, let's keep an eye out because we are looking for the entrance. Oh, it's gonna be this one. I almost missed it again. Dude, that was so close. And let's go through the cones, make sure that we don't knock them off. And we have arrived back at the auction, and good thing we just put the money down to buy this truck. Oh, hold on, I thought I was gonna crash right there. And we have arrived. We're gonna put the emergency lights on. There we go. Let me back this thing up a little bit, just like so, and let's quickly hop out. We're gonna throw down the ramps. There we go. We want to make sure we finish this before 5 p.m. because I have to get back home and pick up my friend from his job, and we are gonna do a huge job. But anyways, I'm not gonna give too much sneak peeks because you can probably guess which YouTuber I am talking about. So I'm gonna hop in this truck, and this thing is barely moving. Holy moly, this thing is so slow. I'm actually surprised this thing is still working as well. So you know what, I'm not gonna complain too much because this thing is still running a little bit. Oh, come on, dude, this is the fastest it can go. All right, let me get this thing loaded on top of the trailer. Come on, you can do it. Oh no, guys, I'm a little bit stuck. Oh, never mind, I am not stuck. All right, let's try this again. Come on, a little bit more. Yes, let's go. We need some W's in the chat. Oh yeah. All right, so let's get this thing strapped down all the way to the trailer on each corner, just like so. And we're gonna throw up those ramps because we can get out of here and take this thing to the mechanic shop and transform it. So let me get inside of my GMC. There we go. And we're gonna start making our way to the mechanic shop. That is called Tenny Custom Shop, which is not a bad name. Well, kind of. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the mechanic shop name. And American Plains Mudding, which is Tenny. I feel like it's someone's name, Tenny. But anyways, let's make a left onto this dirt road. There we go. And then we're gonna make a right turn onto the main road right there. I'm gonna start slowing down, turn on those blinkers, and carefully turn. Oh, don't hit the stop sign. Don't hit the stop sign. All right, nice. Dude, we almost hit the stop sign. That was so close. I was kind of nervous because this year I probably knocked down over a dozen of stop signs. So yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed. I try not to be too clumsy, you guys. But it looks like we have arrived back, I guess, at the mechanic shop. Not back. This is our first time. I was like back, like as if it's our second time. But let me get this thing turned around. I'm gonna back this thing up. Nothing too crazy. Let me do a little bit more, and I'm gonna park this thing right here. So let me hop out. Let me throw down the ramps. There we go. And we are gonna open the door. Let's go. All right, let me get into this thing. Let's take off all the straps from this truck. There we go. I'm gonna hop in and let's get this thing restored. Oh, why is this thing not moving? I might have to put this thing into manual mode and manually put this in reverse. Come on, I think the transmission is just cooked. Oh, there we go. Dude, this thing barely works. Holy moly. All right, first things first, we gotta remove the paint. Let's sand it down. There we go. And now let me do the bottom half. Oh my goodness. All right. I think we might be cooking, chats. And let's clean those wheels. Oh yes, this is gonna look so tough. And boom. All right, we got this thing all cleaned up. I think we can start fixing up. Actually, you know what? Before we do fix up everything, I do want to add a bed. So let me quickly add a bed just like so. We need to add the tailgate, which is gonna be right here. Oh yes, we are cooking. And now we're gonna go with the paint. We're gonna do it like a nice blue. I'm thinking, oh yes, holy moly, look at that. Yo, that looks crazy. Let me quickly add some power and let's start fixing up the suspension. So let's bring it back to life. I might actually add a small suspension kit, right? I don't want this thing to be too tall, but I do want it. Oh, actually, you know what? I think the back is a little bit too tall. Is that good? All right, look at that. We are cooking, chats. Let me quickly do the wheels. There we go. Nothing too crazy. Let me add some offset. There we go. I kind of want them poking out just a bit. Nothing too crazy. Let's quickly add some nice wheels. Kind of don't know which one fits on this. Oh, those look nice. Not bad. Ooh, these are crazy. Look at that. I'm not gonna lie. Those are pretty nice. But I feel like this is the style of the truck. So I might have to go with those. Yeah, I think we have to go with these. Where are they? Right here. I think we gotta go with these. Let me make them a little bit smaller. There we go. And I am gonna increase the bulge on the tire. There we go. Let's add some tires. Ooh, we could add this. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty sick. And lastly, let's quickly finish up with the attachments. So let's add some cab lights. We gotta make those orange. A nice toolbox. Some nice mud flaps. There we go. Let's add 2 more at the front. And some nice running boards. So I think, let's see. Ooh, I like this one. I think that one matches. I'm between this one and this one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And before we do finish, I'm gonna make these orange. Hold on, where's orange? Orange. There we go. And I'm gonna make my wheels chrome. So let me quickly do that. We gotta add some nice chrome. And that is gonna be the build for this truck. Look at this. Oh my goodness, chats. Let's take a quick look and just admire this build. Holy moly, whack-a-mole. So we added some brand new chrome wheels and tires, a beautiful paint job. We fixed up the suspension, added some running boards. I think that's what it's called. And we brought it back to life. So let me get into this truck. There we go. We're gonna take it for a little joyride. Let's see how the suspension is working like. All right, it looks like it's a little bit too stiff. All right, so let me quickly fix this. This is how you fix it. If it's too stiff, that's how you fix your suspension. There we go. And now technically it should be a little bit more softer. Oh yeah, I think I see a difference. All right, let's take it up here and see if this thing performs pretty good on the rock. So let's take it up here. All right. Oh yes, this thing is cooking. Oh, there we go. Not bad, not too shabby. Honestly, this is a really nice truck build. I am pretty impressed on how I was able to build this thing pretty fast and solid. There we go. And look at that. This thing, oh, hold on, do not talk too soon. All right, nice, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Dude, this was quite the truck build. Honestly, I think I did a really solid job. Let me know if I did a good job. If not, then I'm gonna be really sad. If not, that's fine. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace. What a boring day. What's everyone, welcome back to another video. And today, and what the heck, why is my face looking like that? Trust me, you guys, I am happy. Anyways, today we are going to become a sheriff in APM because we're gonna be saving an insane crash that just happened with a tiny house. So we're gonna be saving this in today's video. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So let's start making our way towards the site. I actually don't know where this happened. I believe that happened near the truck stop, which they added last month, and it's super cool, you guys. We're gonna make our way towards that area. Let me just turn on my police car. We're gonna turn on the light bar, and we're gonna turn on the siren. So we're gonna start making our way over there because this is an emergency. Everyone right now just got sent to the hospital, and now we're just gonna go and see the rest of the damage that has happened right now. So let's open up the map and let's make sure we are going the right way, because we don't want to be going the wrong way and wasting time, because we want to make sure we save these vehicles before the sun falls, because if we don't, then it's gonna be almost impossible for us to complete this job. Oh wait a minute, is that it right there? Holy moly, guacamole. Let me turn off my sirens right now because we have arrived at the scene. Look at this. I did not know it was a wrecker that just completely destroyed this. Oh my goodness, I am completely speechless right now. Look at this. The entire side of the tiny house has been destroyed by the wrecker. Oh, it looks like the truck is is not damaged at all. Okay, so that's a good thing. The truck is not damaged, but only the tiny house and a little bit on the wrecker. If you guys didn't know, this wrecker is made out of the strongest materials that you could ever think of. So I think the first thing we need to do is move the semi, or I guess the wrecker, a little bit backwards. So let me quickly turn this thing on. There we go. And we're also going to turn on the amber light and the beacons because we want people to see us. And oh my goodness, look at this. This thing is stuck. This is not good at all. Look at this. How are we supposed to remove this? Let's think, you guys. I have an idea. I think we can try to go to the store and grab some type of winch. And if we grab some type of winch or cable, then we can try to pull the tiny house away from the wrecker. So let's quickly make our way towards the plain tool store because they actually sell this at this store. So let's make our way into town and let's grab this cable that we need, and hopefully this works, because if this doesn't work, then we might be cooked, you guys. Chat, we might be cooked. So let's pull into the center. Let's make a left turn right here, and I'm gonna quickly run into the store super fast. So let's quickly run inside because if you guys take a look, it is already 11 a.m. and we cannot be wasting any more time. So where is the straps? I don't know where the straps are. Oh, is this the strap? Let's freaking go. All right, let's go back into the police car and let's make our way back to the scene so we can try to rescue the tiny house, because right now it is completely destroyed. All right, the road is clear. Let's make a turn. Not the best turn for sure. I guess what matters is that we are now on our way back to the scene. I am literally going over 100 miles per hour. I am not going slow at all. It's okay because I am the law. Anyways, we are now back in the scene. I'm going to start slowing down. I don't want to be the third car that crashes into the tiny house. So I think I'm going to go right around the tiny house. And then let me just quickly do a little turn. And then I'm going to try to connect the strap to the front of my cruiser. Just like so. And then we're going to try to connect it towards this side. Boom, look at that. And now we're going to try to pull this. Hopefully this works. Let's cross our fingers. So in 3, 2, and 1, let's pull this thing. Oh, come on. Oh no. Come on. Pull. I think it's working. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I have an idea. What if I pull it really hard like this? We put it in park and then we run inside the wrecker and try to pull it. I think that should be able to work. Let's hope that I am a genius. Turn this thing on and let's pull it. Come on. Oh no. It's not working, you guys. Oh no. This thing is really stuck. So I think I made things a little bit worse. Take a look and oh my goodness. All right. So I'm going to quickly disconnect the rope. There we go. The strap is now disconnected and I'm going to try to connect the strap on this side, and now technically it should work. So let's attach it and let's pull it. So I'm going to give it one huge pull in 3, 2, and 1. Come on, please work. Come on. Oh, no way. Did it actually work? Please tell me this worked. I think it's almost out. Wait, what if I try to get into the ram and try to pull it? Oh no, this thing does not want to work at all. Dude, this is a complete mess. Alrighty, I'm going to pull it one more time and no way. Did it actually work? Please tell me it worked. Dude, it is now free from the semi. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to quickly hop into the wrecker right here. There we go. And we're going to try to kind of park this thing right at the brand new truck stop that they added in last month's update. And then we're going to make our way back to the police car and then grab a trailer so we can tow that tiny house because it is completely destroyed, you guys. So I'm going to start turning off the beacons. I'm going to turn off the alley lights and I'm going to leave this wrecker parked up right here. So let's get this thing parked up. There we go. Look at this. This thing is quite the beauty, you guys, but it is quite destructive as well. But anyways, I'm going to make my way to my police car. I have quite the long walk, but I'll catch you guys over there. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am out of breath. I think I might faint. Alright, everyone, we're gonna quickly run into the cop car and oh, hold on, I think I need to disconnect the strap. Let me just do this and boom, the strap is now disconnected from the tiny house. And let's quickly run towards the implement store because we're gonna try to get a trailer so we can get that thing loaded up and returned at the mechanic shop so they could fix it, because right now it is not in good condition and it cannot be towed with the truck. But it looks like we are now back in town, and if we take a look at the time, and oh my goodness, it is already 2 p.m. Dude, time flies in APM. I remember time used to take forever. But anyways, enough of the yapping. We are now at the implement store. I'm gonna leave my police car probably parked right here. Let's leave our police car right here. We're gonna put it in park, turn off the engine, and then turn off the lights, of course. Let me also leave the straps in here. There we go. And we're gonna get into the semi because we're gonna get the tiny house loaded onto this gigantic trailer, you guys. But let me hop in. then we're gonna turn on this bad boy, and let's turn on the beacons as well, because this is going to be a gigantic load. Look at this. This actually might be the biggest trailer in American Plains modding. Alright, so we are back on the main road. Let me quickly make a left turn right here without trying to go off-roading too much. And kind of went off-roading, but that's fine. We successfully made that turn, and now we are on our way to returning at the scene so we can get this job finally finished and before the sun sets, which we might have to call it close, you guys. Alright, so I think I might get in front of this thing. I don't know. Oh, actually, you know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna put the trailer parked right back here. Let me hop out, and we're gonna quickly disconnect the front of the trailer just like so, and then we're gonna move the semi a little bit forward so we can load up this tiny house. Hopefully the truck works. If not, then yeah, we're definitely cooked. So let's park up the semi right up front, and then let's try to get into the truck. Hopefully this thing works. And oh my goodness, I think the suspension is completely broken, you guys. Look at this. This does not look normal. But let me hop in. Let's see if this thing is working. And yes, let's go. It is completely working like nothing happened. But I'm gonna quickly turn around. Where can I turn around? Oh, wait a minute. I can quickly back up just like this, and then I can pull forward. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then how do I do this? How do I load up the tiny house on there? Oh, wait a minute. I have to turn around again. Dude, I am so clumsy. Alrighty, everyone. I managed to turn around the tiny house, and we're gonna try to get this thing loaded onto the trailer. Hopefully my skills are not too bad and we can get this thing on top of the trailer. And it seems that this thing keeps moving. Oh no, hold on. I think I'm gonna turn around. I have an idea. Alright, so we're gonna try it from this side. We're gonna go on to this just like this. Oh no, am I stuck now? Alright, so I'm a little bit crooked, but I think it should work. So I'm gonna quickly disconnect this. There we go. And now the house is technically onto the trailer. Look at that. Dude, I'm a genius. Anyways, let's quickly get into the semi because we are on the last hour. So let me hop in. There we go. And we're gonna get it connected towards the back of the trailer. And boom, look at that. We are now connected. We're gonna make our way towards the mechanic shop. I think I have to turn around at the truck stop because I'm not gonna be able to do a U-turn anywhere right here because it is so small and super narrow. I'm also gonna hope that this tiny house does not fall because it is currently not strapped down. So let's go around the truck stop and let's start making our way towards the mechanic shop. I'm gonna keep an eye out and make sure that this tiny house does not fall, because if it falls, then this whole mission is going to be a complete failure. And to be honest, you guys, I am super exhausted. We saved the wrecker and returned it at the truck stop, and then we rescued this tiny house, which we're about to finish. Since we are back in town, I'm gonna try to go into this small tiny road, oh no, without damaging the tiny house or making it tip over. So let's quickly go through. Please do not fall. If this thing falls, it's gonna be so bad. Okay, good. Look, yes, let's go. We need some W's in the chats. And now where is the the mechanic shop is right here. I am so blind. Alright, so let's go around and then we're gonna slowly back into the garage. So before I do start straightening myself out, I'm gonna open up the garage door. I think I'm gonna try to pull into that one right there. So hopefully that works. I'm going to hop in and I'm gonna quickly pull into this APM store right here so we can start backing this gigantic trailer, because this is not a small delivery. So let me carefully finish backing this thing up. Everything looks good so far. I'm gonna have to knock on wood and make sure nothing bad happens, because knowing my luck, it can be pretty bad. But I'm gonna put this thing in park, turn it off, and boom, look at this. We have the entire semi loaded inside the mechanic shop with the tiny house that was completely destroyed. Hopefully they can fix it. I don't know if they can. I'm guessing they could. But anyways, where did I leave my police car? Oh my goodness. I think I left my police car at the implement store. Oh no, this is going to be a long walk. Oh, dude, I am so I am so tired. But we are now back at the police car. Why do I do this to myself? But we're gonna start making our way back to the police station so we can clock out, and I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, everyone, we have now arrived at the sheriff's station, which is right there, and I'm gonna back up my cruiser right on this parking spot right here. Let me carefully do this. Park. Engine is now off, and look at that. What a successful day and mission. And look at that, we managed to do it right in time. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this mission. Was it a W or an L rescue? But if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next video. Peace. Uh-oh, I think we're having an emergency. Alright, let me close this. There we go. And let's see, what should we take today? Let's actually take the firefighter truck today. Let's open the garage. And then let's hop right into our fire truck, and then let's turn on the engine. There we go. And it looks like it's going to be not too far, so let's take a right here. I'm getting reports that it should be down the campsite, so let's see what we find. Hold on, let me actually turn on my light bar. There we go. And now let's see where the accident is. I don't see it so far. I don't see anything. Let's continue driving down and see if we see anything. But oh my goodness, look at this. Holy moly, is there anyone here? I don't think anyone's here. Looks like everyone was able to escape. We're going to need a semi to pull the truck out of the water. So let's go and pick up a semi. And the semi is going to be at the gas station right here. So let me back up carefully. And let's start making our way over to the gas station, where we are going to be able to pick up this semi and trailer so we can get this RV camper and truck out of the water. So let me make sure the road is clear. Looks clear. Alright, let's continue going. This is going to hurt my eyes because it's super bright right now. I wish I was wearing some kind of glasses. And something to note is that we are on a limited time, so we do have to be quick. We cannot be taking too long. But thankfully we are here at the gas station. So let's pull at the gas station, and let me actually park my firefighter truck. Let me actually park it right here. Just a little bit closer, and there we go. Let's put it in park. Engine is off, and let me just turn off my light bar. There we go. And now let's hop right into the semi and look at this thing. I forgot how long this thing is. Holy moly, guacamole. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that little introduction. We are going to be saving this RV camper in the lake. And now we are here at the gas station to pick up the semi with the trailer. So before we continue with the job, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe. And let's begin. Alright, we are in the semi. And I am going to drive right behind the gas station so we can exit the plaza safely. And yeah, this is going to be a little bit of quite the tight turn. Good thing there is no cars parked there. And before I make a right turn right here, let me actually turn on my beacons. Alright, nice. Make sure the road is clear, and let's start carefully turning into the road. There we go. Nice. Look at that. And let's start making our way back. And once we have the trailer loaded, we're going to take the vehicles to the mechanic shop, because in the report they told me that the brakes ended up failing, so that needs to get fixed. But anyways, let me actually park right here. I need to quickly run to the store and pick up a strap so we can get the front attached to the front of the truck. Here, let's open this. All right, and then we're going to pick up our strap. All right, there we go. We got our strap, and I guess it's free. Alright, so let me close the door, and let me actually get back in the semi. Alright, I'm back in the semi, and now we're going to start making our way back to the campsite. So I am going to make a tight turn right here. Come on. Careful. Alright, we're fine. And we're going to have another tight turn right here. Good thing there is no traffic today, or this wouldn't look too good. Alright, so we have the camper and the truck right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to park the semi, well, the trailer right up here, and then I'm going to put on the ramps. Alright, nice. And lastly, I am going to disconnect this. So let me actually disconnect this. Alright, cool. Let me hop right back in. I don't know if I have enough space. Let me try to make a U-turn right here. I guess it's technically a 3-point turn, but it looks like we were able to successfully do that. And now let me actually pull in. I'm gonna park right here. Alright, and let me get this attached. So let's see, let's attach it right here, and then let me attach it. Let's see, where can I attach this? Let me attach it to the bottom of the bumper. Alright, nice. So let me actually get back in the semi. Alright, so let me turn on my engine. There we go. And let's start slowly pulling this. Alright, nice. There we go. Nice and steady. Alright, it looks like it's officially out. So let me actually just disconnect this right here. And let's take a good look at this. Everything seems to be pretty good. Nothing really damaged, besides the report that the brakes ended up failing. So we are going to take this to the mechanic shop so it can get fixed. Let me get back in the trailer, and I'm going to connect it back to the trailer. Did I say trailer twice? I meant to say semi. So let me get the semi back onto the trailer, just like so. There we go. Let me turn off the engine. And now our only job is to hop back in the pickup and get this thing loaded on the trailer. So let's do that, and let's see if this thing works. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. So it looks like this thing is working. So let me make sure the road is clear so we can get this on. So it looks like we're pretty much aligned. Let me just quickly do this, and let's try to get this thing on top of the semi. All right, so let's carefully do this. All right, let's get a little bit closer. There we go. And look at that. Amazing. So let me turn off the engine. Let me hop right out. Everything seems to be connected. Let me give it a 360 and let me actually disconnect this. All right, the ramps are back up and everything seems to be safely secure. So we can now take this back to the mechanic shop. Let me hop into the semi. Engine is on, and let's start making our way over to the mechanic shop so the mechanics can fix the brakes on this thing and also make sure that everything else is in perfect shape, and the RV of course, although the RV probably does have some water damage. So the mechanic shop should be on the left side, so let me make sure the road is clear, and then let's make this turn. All right, a little bit on the grass, but that is fine. And this is where we are going to be pulling in, so let me put on my blinkers. All right, there we go. And let me actually park here like vertically so we can get this truck unloaded. So let me actually park right here. Engine is off. Let's get this thing unloaded, but before I do, let me open the garage. Let's open this one. There we go. And let me actually put the ramps down. Nice. And now let's get this thing off the trailer. So let me hop right back in. Engine is on. And let's carefully do this. I want to make sure I don't tip this over. So there we go. Slow and steady. Wins the race. Alright, perfect. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to leave the RV camper parked. I think that's a bit crooked, so let me actually fix this. Finally, I just spent like 3 minutes trying to perfectly park this, and I finally have. So let me actually get this thing disconnected, and let me throw the truck right into the mechanic shop so they can get this truck fixed, because like I said, the brakes ended up failing on the driver, so they got to get that thing fixed. So let's leave it right here. Let me turn on the engine, and now let me just close the garage. And there we go. The garage has been closed, and the last part of the mission is to pull up the ramps and return the semi. So let's hop right back in so we can officially be done with this job, and let's start making our way over back to the gas station so we can drop this truck and trailer off. And of course, we have to make a super tight turn right here, and if you've seen my videos, then you know this turn is my #1 enemy. And look at that. Alright, the stop sign is safe for today. And another thing I will do is turn off the beacon because we really don't need it anymore. And I think it's getting cloudy, or is it just me? Alright, let me check the road. It is clear, and now all we have to do is drive all the way down until we see the gas station. But so far this mission has been pretty easy, I will not lie. I thought we were going to have more trouble pulling the truck out of the water with an RV camper, but honestly this semi, it really didn't hesitate pulling those vehicles out of the water. But it looks like we are back at the gas station, so let me turn on my blinkers, make sure they are on, and let's make a turn right here. Perfect. And let me actually park it right back where we got it from. Engine is off, and now let's return to the firefighter station. I just noticed that I forgot to close the garage. Anyways, let me back into my parking just like so. Park. Engine is off. And with that conclusion, this was a mission success. Oh, it looks like it's going to rain. So with that in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed this little mission and this video, and I'll catch you guys into the next APM video. Peace. What's up everyone, welcome back to another APM video. As you guys can see, it is another beautiful day. So today's task is to head over to the gas station, pick up a trailer for the semi that we're gonna pick up at the implement store, because we're gonna be saving someone's truck because their transmission of the truck ended up blowing out pretty much. I think they only have first gear that currently works, but other than that, you really can't be driving the car like that. So we're gonna go pick up his truck, his RV camper on the trailer, and yeah, we have a very long day. So make sure you guys do like, subscribe, do all of that stuff. It means so much to me. And let's begin with the video. Let's hop into our truck. There we go. And let's start making our way over to the implement store so we can pick up this semi, and then we'll probably head over to the gas station so we can grab our trailer and get it connected to our semi. So let's make a left turn right here, and it looks like it is around 8 p.m. We're gonna try to get this job right before the afternoon. I'm gonna aim for like 5 p.m. 6 p.m. is the max, so I'm gonna try to not go over 6 p.m. Let me slow down. Let's make a right turn right here. The road seems to be cleared, and make a nice turn. I kind of went on the other side of the road, but anyways, let's make a right turn on this road as well so we can go into the implement stores. Here we have it. Let's put our blinkers once again and pull in right here, and let's see. Actually, let me back into one of the parking spots, because right before I do take one of the semis, I'm gonna leave it right about here. Let's throw this thing in park, turn off the engine, and we're gonna be taking this semi right here. This semi is pretty cool because this one got 30 wheels, 1, 2, and 3 on each side, but this one right here is the perfect one for the job. job. So let's get into this truck right now. Let me turn on the beacons on as well. There we go. Now we can make our way to the gas station so we can get super long bed connected to the semi. So let's make a left on this road. Gotta make sure that the road is clear. Everything looks good. Alright, that was a very nice turn actually. Somehow I managed to do a much better turn with the semi rather than my truck. Oh my goodness, I'm embarrassed. But anyways, I hope you guys have been enjoying all of the content that I've been uploading. Make sure you guys watch all of the videos so you guys can stay up to date with all of the new videos and updates. But with all that yap, it looks like we are now at the gas station. So let's start pulling into the gas station right in here. And let's see. Okay, so it looks like we are going to be picking up this one right here on the right side. Let me just go around these trailers. Not that. There's many. And let me carefully back up and get this thing connected. And oh, hold on, let me adjust myself a little bit more and that should be good. There we go. We've got that connected. We can now start making our way over to the campsite, or I guess near the campsite where the truck ended up breaking down with the camper. Thankfully, it is not too far. It's probably around like 1 minute away, so we should be there in no time. Let me carefully make sure that I don't hit none of the pumps. Make sure the road is clear, and let's make a wide turn right here. Gotta make sure I don't take the stop sign. Careful. Alright, nice. We did not take the stop sign this time. Next, we also need to make a right turn into this dirt road. So I'm going to try to carefully turn into here. Hopefully I don't hit the tree. Uh-oh, this is not looking too good. Alright, there we go. We have successfully turned into the dirt road. I think we only have 2 more turns to do, and then we should be pretty much there. Alright, we have another turn right here. So let me actually widen myself a little bit more so I can properly enter here without any issues. And perfect. Alright, nice. I think I deserve a round of applause. Come on, you guys. Alright, and I think the camper should be around. Okay, I see it. It's right here. Hold on. Let me pull over so we can see what the issue is. I'm going to turn on my emergency blinkers, or is it lights? Well, I'm going to turn that on. Let's give this truck a quick check and see how bad it is. And oh my goodness, isn't this like a brand new truck? I know these things are very expensive. It also seems to have a long bed. Yeah, kind of sucks to see this broken down. Honestly, it's probably a Ford, but there seems to be some oil dripping from the transmission, so you know this thing is in terrible condition and we should not be driving it. But I'm gonna try to drive it onto the road because we don't have any other choice and we gotta get it on the bed. But before we do get in the truck, I'm gonna turn the semi all the way around and get it parked right down the road so we can just pull out and roll the car down. So let's get in here. Let's see, where can I U-turn? Can I U-turn here? Should I? I am so crazy. Do never ever try this at home. Something's wrong with me. Alright, let me back up a little bit. Let's see, can we turn right here without hitting the American pole? And uh-oh, hold on, I think I'm gonna have to back up a little bit more. Okay, that's it. Alright, can we turn right here? I think I'm gonna have to go around this mailbox. Yeah, there's no other way. Let's give this a try. Nope, this is not good. I'm gonna hit his mailbox. So if you guys ever have a semi in this area, make sure you guys don't do a U-turn right here. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna have to back up a little bit more. There we go. Somehow I ended up squeezing through there, and now we can park the semi right down the road. Alright, so we're gonna need some space. I think I'm gonna park right in the middle and then put the ramps. I think this should be a good position, so I'm gonna turn it off because I don't want this thing to roll down. Throw down the ramps. We've got the ramps thrown down, and let's try to get in this. We are not doing good on time. We probably have less than 2 hours to finish this job, so let's try to get into this thing. I'm gonna throw this thing in manual mode. There we go. Oh, this thing sounds terrible. Yeah, I can only drive this thing in first gear because the rest of the gears are blown out. Oh, can I actually do this on the first try? No way. Hold on, let me park this thing, turn it off, and you guys, I think I am the go at this game. I think that deserves a massive like and subscribe. If you guys haven't done so yet, thank you very much. Now we've got the camper right on the semi, well I guess technically on the trailer, with the broken down trailer. So we're gonna take this to the mechanic shop, but first let's throw the ramps right back up. There we go. And now this should be the easy part because all we gotta do is drive over here. Let's jump into our semi. Let me turn off my emergency lights off. There we go. And let's carefully drive over there without tipping this thing. Alright, looks like we have a stop sign right here. So let's start slowing down a little bit early because these things are not easy when it comes to braking since we have such a heavy load. Let's continue going because I wasn't prepared to turn right there. So we're going to turn on the next stop. But it looks like we are doing just perfect on time. Alright, I see the next stop right up ahead. So let's start slowing the semi down. Let's turn on the blinkers so everyone can know that we are going to make a left turn. And let's carefully do this. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Come on, come on. Look at that. Nice. And we didn't have to take any of the stop signs. But I think this might be the heaviest load I have ever carried in APM. But I guess I want to know, what is the heaviest load that you've carried in APM? So feel free to leave a comment. It looks like we have another turn right here. So let me actually widen up. Hopefully there's no cars coming. Yeah, this is super big. Alright, there we go. Let me just get on the right side of the highway. And we should probably be around less than 2 minutes away from the mechanic shop. I'm very excited to drop this thing off because driving the semi makes it 10 times more difficult. So let's get into this road right here. So let me turn just like so. Okay, I went a little bit over the road, but that is fine. Alrighty, it looks like we have arrived at the mechanic shop. So let me start pulling into the driveway. And I'm probably going to park right on the side of the road. Well, I guess on this part. I'm not sure what you would call this, but I'm gonna park right around here. Let me just align myself just to make sure I am straight. I don't want to be all crooked when I park. Okay, I think this should be good enough. So let me just park this thing, turn off the engine, and now all we have to do is pretty much throw down the ramps and get this thing unloaded. Let me hop into the truck. There we go. And let me put this in manual mode. All right, there we go. We are now in manual mode. And now let's carefully, but very carefully, without damaging the camper, unload this. Oh, slowly. There we go. Nice. I'm gonna park up the camper. All right, I think that should be good. Yeah, it might be a little bit crooked, but it should be good for now. So there we go. We got that thing disconnected. Let's throw in the truck so it can get repaired. All right, I'm gonna leave it right here. I'm just gonna park it up, turn off the engine. Let me just close this. For our last task, it's going to be to leave the trailer and the semi back where we got it from. All right, we have arrived at the gas station, so let's quickly pull into here and get the trailer disconnected from the semi. So I think this should be good right here. Let me hop right out. There we go. Let me hop right back in. And before we do head over to the implement store, let me just turn off the beacons because we don't need this anymore. I'll catch you guys over there. Alrighty, you guys, we are now back at the implement store. So let me pull into here and get this thing backed up right next to the white semi. So let's quickly do this. It should be pretty fast. Alright, that looks very good. So let's get that thing turned off and parked. And oh my goodness, I did a fantastic job. I'm gonna hop into my truck and I'll meet you guys back when I'm home. Alrighty, you guys, we are now back home. I'm just parking up the truck in my driveway. So there we go. Mission success. As you guys can see, it is now 6 p.m. We finished the job just in time and we got paid. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace. I just finished doing it and cleaning all of the dishes. But look at that. What a beautiful day. Let's actually go and walk outside. What, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And hold on, let me close my door because I think in the last video I might have left it open. But anyways, look how beautiful it is today. I think it is so amazing that we're gonna go on a fun little trip, not camping, but on a fun little trip. Because if we take a look in this garage, look what my friend was able to let me borrow, an ATV. Look, it's even got some brand new off-roading tires. This is super cool. Oh, and we will also take a boat into the sea because some of the ice has melted. So it's going to be an amazing and fun video. Make sure you guys stick along, and if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin. So we have the ATV right here. Let me quickly hop in this thing. Let me turn this thing on and look at this. Before we actually take this to the location where we're gonna be having fun for today, we gotta go and pick up some ramps so we can throw it in the back of our TRX. So let me quickly close my garage just like wait, hold on. There we go. So let me quickly hop in my TRX, turn this bad boy on just like so, and let's make our way to the store so we can pick up some ramps. I believe this store should be located right here. So let's make a left turn right here and let's step on it because I want to make sure I have fun throughout the entire day and we managed to get back home in time. So let me turn to the left, and the reason I'm saying this is because once it starts to get night, it gets way more difficult to see, and I'm not trying to do all of that. So let's make a left, no, I mean a right turn right here, and then a left turn right here, and here we are at the RP2 store. So let's go inside. I believe they should have ramps in here. Oh, here they are. So they have 12 kg ramps, or we can get the 1.5, which we are going to get because these are actually the perfect size for the ATV. So let me quickly hop right back in just like so. Let me turn on this thing and let's start making our way back home so we can get the ATV loaded in the back of our bed. But I am so excited that spring is coming because I'm going to be very honest, I am very tired of the snow. I feel like I can't have as much as fun as I can with all the snow on the road, it's very dangerous for sure. But let me turn into my driveway and we are now back home. So I'm gonna quickly do a little U-turn just around my ATV, and let me carefully back this up just a little bit. Now we can actually open the trunk, well, I guess the tailgate, and then we can place our ramp. So I think I'm gonna place one right there, and I'm gonna place the second one right there. I think that should be good. Yeah, I think this should be good. All right, let me hop in the ATV. I'm gonna turn this thing on and let's try to get it on the back of our TRX. So let me carefully do this. And I think that might be good. Is that perfect? Maybe let me get a little bit closer. Okay, now it's perfect. All right, let me turn this thing off and let me remove the ramps just like so. And let's put up the tailgate and look at that. Dude, that is a perfect fit. It looks super nice. Alrighty, next up on our task is to head over to the shop, which is right here, and pick up our boat that we're going to be using today. So let's start making our way over there. The sun is going up pretty fast. It looks like it is now 10 a.m. So let me make a left turn right here and let's step on it and go super fast. Let's see how fast we can go. 129 miles per hour. This thing is super quick because we even have an ATV in the back of our truck. So let me turn right here. Oh, I almost hit the stop sign. I kind of got scared. But we should have the boat store or something like that. I think it's actually called the aquatics store, but let's actually see what it is called. So we have the store right on our left. So let's pull into the center and it is called APM Aquatics. Oh, okay. I thought it was called Aquatics Center or store or something like that. But look, we have the boats right here. Look at that. So this is the boat that we are going to be renting today. Not buying because I'm kind of low on money. We just purchased that TRX and this thing is really expensive. They also have some weird color skis or something like that. And they also have this one if you're just like by yourself, like me. Anyways, let's get our TRX connected to our boat. So let me get this thing turned around and connected. All right, we're going to get this connected on the first try and look at that. Alrighty, next up we can finally start having our fun. So let me actually pull up to the campsite that we're gonna be having fun now. I think I ended up camping here one time. I think it was like 2 months ago. So it's been quite a time that it's passed, but I think I just missed I think I just missed it. Hold on, let me turn around. Gonna do a little bit of off-roading. And here it is. First off, we're gonna end up dropping the boat off. So let me turn around and back up into kind of like where we drop off the boats. So let me carefully do this. I'm not sure how far I'm supposed to go in. I think that should be good, honestly. So let me quickly hop out and disconnect this just like so, and let me hop back in, and now we can have fun with the ATV. I think we're gonna have some fun right around here. I'm thinking about parking my car right here and then unloading the ATV because I want to go into the mud. Look at this mud. It is so, well, actually it's not that deep, but it looks very, very nasty. But let me pull the ramps again. So one goes right there and the second one goes right there. All right, we can now hop in, turn this thing on, and let's carefully unload this. And there we go. So let's do this little track. This thing looks pretty fun. So let's do this. I think it should be pretty easy. Uh-oh. I think I spoke too soon. All right, let me try this again. Come on, you can do it. All right. It is pretty rough. It's kind of has a little bit of trouble going through the rocks just like so. And come on, come on. Yes. We're halfway done with the track. We get a turn right here. Oh, we kind of drifted. And then let's continue going. We are almost done with the track. I feel like it's getting way harder. Come on. Oh, this is super hard. Hold on. Let me actually try this in first person. Ooh, this looks nice. All right, where do we go next? Right here, I see my truck in the distance. We are now finished with this mud run. Oh, look at my ATV. Look at this thing. It is so freaking dirty. Oh my goodness. We might have to take this to the car wash. But I think we can now go on the boat. So let me hop into my ATV and let's go on the boat because we are now done having fun with the ATV. So let me actually park this thing right here. We're gonna give it its own parking spot. It looks pretty adorable. So we have our boat right here. We're gonna take off the straps. Gonna get a little bit wet, so let me take off the straps just like so, and let's turn this thing on. All right, let me turn it. Uh-oh, is this thing stuck? And there we go. We are now driving the boat. Look at this, dude. This is so freaking cool. We can now use the boats in the water. I am having so much fun, but this thing is pretty rusty. It hasn't been used for several months now, and What just happened? Do you guys smell that? It smells burnt. Is it coming from the engine? What the heck? Don't tell me this thing broke down in the middle of the ocean. I might have to call the police. I don't know what to do. Let me try to turn this thing on again. I don't know why it's not working. Hold on. Oh, there we go. It's not working. All right, I'm gonna try to go back to the pier so we can get this thing delivered to the no. What are you doing? Oh no, it's sinking. It's sinking. Oh my goodness. This thing is broken. I'm not sure what to do. My car is all the way across the water. I think I'm gonna try to turn this on one more time and drive this back to the pier. So here goes nothing in 3, 2, and 1. And oh, it's working. It's working. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to the pier, and then no. Come on. No. Oh no. Look how close I was, dude. I was so close. I think I have to get in the water and push this all the way back to the pier. Ugh, this thing is not that heavy actually. This is pretty easy. But oh my goodness, I am getting so dirty right now. I know this looks weird, but it's working. All right, we are now super close to getting it back. Oh no. Don't go that way. We are so close to getting it back on the trailer. All right, so let me carefully push this. And is it almost done? Oh, it is so close. Look at that. We are so close. Okay, one final push. Come on. I think I just got to put on the straps. Oh, it's not placed correctly. Hold on. I think I have to put it more towards the right. You guys, this is not working. Wait a minute. Will that work? It is now back on the trailer. Oh my goodness. Dude, I just got super lucky right now. Okay, I have one more thing to do, and that is to get my TRX and get it connected to the back of the boat, because I am done with that. Dude, that was a super scary thing. But I'm gonna get back in the ATV and drive back to the TRX. So I think first what I'm going to do is, oh, actually, you know what? My ramps are already down, so I don't have to put it again. So let me hop back in and let me get this thing on top of the ramps, just like so. And let me turn it off and let's hop out. Now we can take off the ramps 1 and 2 and pull up the tailgate, just like so. So let me get back in my truck and let me quickly back up and get the trailer connected to the back of my TRX, my awesome truck. So let me carefully do this. I'm gonna try not to damage my truck, and look at that. I'm gonna hop out just to make sure everything is good and tight, safe and secure, and everything looks very nice. Actually, let me just throw the ramps in the back of the TRX, just like so, and we can now make our way. Wait a minute, why is my light on? There we go. And now we can make our way to the aquatics, because we're gonna go and drop this off. This thing is now broken, but we're not gonna tell them because they're gonna charge me a lot of money, and honestly it is not my fault. So I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna back up so we can drop this thing off. Hold on, let me readjust myself. This thing is super crooked. All right, I think that is going to be perfect right here. All right, I'm gonna hop out, quickly disconnect this. I think the sun is going down. I'm not sure. Wait a minute, what time is it? Oh, okay, so it looks like it's going to be 6 p.m. or even 7. Yeah, it looks like it's 7 actually. I'm gonna hop into my TRX and I'm gonna start driving back home because it is getting pretty late. So I'm gonna step on it and I'm gonna meet you guys over there. Oh my goodness, we are now back home, sweet home. I'm gonna quickly unload this ATV from my truck. So let me open up the tailgates and open up my garage. Let me quickly grab the ramps as well. Here we go. So let's place one right there and the second one oops, right there. Okay, for a second I thought I had messed up, but let me get this thing unloaded and let's throw it in the back of our garage, just like so. And look at that, we are now back and it is completely clean, like brand new. My friend is never gonna know. Wait, unless you guys tell them, which you guys shouldn't. It's going to be our secret. But let me pull up my ramps, pull up my tailgate, and let me park my TRX in my driveway. Hold on, let me just quickly fix myself. I don't like when I'm too crooked. It looks bad, but there we go. Now let me just quickly throw on the ramps in the back and close this garage. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so exhausted. And look at the sunset. It is going down so fast. It looks so nice. But if you guys did enjoy this little trip, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Car does not. Oh. Yeah, well, there it goes. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. And look at that. What a beautiful morning in Southern Muddy. And we are back with another video because today we're going to be saving another car crash. I don't know what is up with all these car crashes, but we're going to be saving this car crash today. And we're also going to be using a new tow truck that I didn't know that Southern Mudding had. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. And as you guys can see, we are in our new farm. You guys know that I love this farm. It is so huge and massive, and for some reason my house is white. So let me quickly change the color. I like my house to be dark gray. There we go. And let me hop into the Corvette. We're gonna be taking the Corvette today. Hold on, I cannot hear this thing. I had to raise the volume. Alrighty, let's start driving to the location. I believe it is heading towards the car crash that ended up happening near the new track. So we're gonna go see right now what the mess is kind of looking like right now. I'm pretty nervous to see what has happened. So let's quickly make our way over there. Thankfully, there's not any traffic. I don't know where everyone is. This town has turned into a ghost town. Where is everyone? What the heck? Even the trailer store looks empty. But anyways, let's continue making our way over there. You guys know that in southern mudding, the days... Oh, no. Yeah, just ignore that. But like how I was saying, you guys know that the days in this game go pretty fast. And okay, I'm just gonna kind of quickly run through it because it's kind of an emergency. So we don't have too much time. You guys know the sun goes down pretty fast. And wait a minute, is this actually the car crash? Oh my goodness, this is very bad. Oh my goodness, no, this is a Shelby GT. Oh, actually, hold on, let me turn on my emergency lights on. There we go. And oh my goodness, this is a Mustang GT500. It's gotta be because it's got the special edition decal. It looks like this truck might have ran the stop sign and ended up colliding with this Mustang. Oh my goodness, this is super bad. I think we're gonna have to go get that new tow truck for sure. I mean, at least the bike is safe. All right, so let me hop right back in my C8. Let me turn this thing on. Let me turn off the emergency lights and let's go and quickly pick up this tow truck because looks like we're gonna have quite a job to do today. But we are going to have our tow truck right around the trailer store. I think it should be in the back. We're gonna go and pick it up right now. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it, but it kind of looks like the one in APM, so you guys are gonna be able to recognize it for sure. But we are now here at the trailer store. Let me pull in and then we're gonna pull into the parking lot. I don't see the tow truck. I actually don't know where the tow truck is. You know what, let me actually go inside and talk to the manager because I told him that I was going to borrow a tow truck. So hello sir, where is the tow truck? It's in the back. All right, okay, yeah, that's fine. I'll check in the back right now. Alrighty, you guys, so apparently he told me it is in the back, but I don't think I saw anything in the back. But let's go check right now. Maybe it is there and I'm blind. But oh, look at that, the tow truck is back here. Oh my goodness, how did we miss this? There's no way that I missed this. But anyways, at least we got it right now. Let me hop in. This thing started up. All right, let me just turn off the emergency lights off and let me turn on the beacons because this is an emergency. So let's make our right turn right here. I don't think I have to check because the city is pretty empty, so there is no cars today. But as you guys can see, this is the new tow truck that they have in southern mudding. I don't know if it's actually really new, but it's new to me and it looks pretty similar to the one in APM. But let's make a quick stop right here. All right, road is clear. Let's continue going. Alrighty, and we have the accident right here. I think our goal is to pick up the Mustang first, so let me go right behind it and we're gonna try to pull this thing. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Let me just adjust myself and hold on. First I gotta put down the bed, so let me turn this and let me move it. Look at that. Let me actually I don't know what is going on. There seems to be no winch. I might have to just back up a little bit and try to pull the Mustang into reverse. Let me see if this works. I'm gonna back up a little bit and then why is it raining? This is not good. All right, so let me hop into the Mustang and dude, I can barely move this thing. This thing is completely wrecked from the front bumper. All right, it looks like it is getting nice, so let me quickly turn on my lights and let me back up a little bit and I think that no, let me do this again. And there we go, we have the Mustang on top of the bed. Let me just put this down just like so and let's make our way back to the main city so we can drop this off at the mechanic shop because they gotta get this thing completely fixed. So let's start making our way over there. But oh my goodness, I cannot believe this super rare Mustang ended up getting completely destroyed. Hopefully he does have insurance because if not, then it's going to be a super expensive fix. But you know, I'm guessing he has money because this thing is not cheap as well. This thing is over $100,000. Alrighty, we are now crossing the bridge. We are now back in the city, so let me make a left turn right here and then pull into the plaza so we can get this thing into the shop. But before I actually do that, let me actually open up one of these garages just like so and let me turn it around so we can drop it off. So I'm gonna turn around, I'm gonna do a quick 3-point turn and I'm gonna get this thing unloaded into the shop. So So let me carefully do this, and I think that is going to be good. So let me raise it and then just quickly drop it just like so, and hopefully it does not glitch, because every time when I take cars off the bed it glitches. So let me actually see, and okay, awesome, it is not glitching anymore. And look how shiny this thing is. This thing is very shiny. Kind of sucks that he ended up crashing this thing, but you know, it's kind of a Mustang thing. But anyways, let me get this thing raised and drop just like so. And before we leave, we gotta make sure we close the garage door just like so, and we can now make our way back so we can save the other truck with the trailer. So let me hop right back in and let's start making our way back to the location. You know what, you guys, I'm gonna quickly take a nap in my car because it is nighttime and I'm very tired. So I'm gonna go and sit in the passenger and I'm gonna take a nap until it's morning. So I'll catch you guys then. That was probably one of the worst sleeps I have ever had in my life, but it is now the next day, the morning, which means continue with our journey. Let me just turn on this car and my beacon lights. Oh no freaking way, it is now thundering. Dude, I think I have the worst luck in southern mudding. Let me know in the comments if I have the worst luck in southern mudding, but that will not stop us from rescuing this truck. Oh my goodness, it's thundering very bad. Actually, this is pretty scary, but I don't know how I am going to do this. You know what, maybe they can fit. Actually, you know what, it does not fit on the back of the bed, only the truck does. Let's think. You know what, I think we have to get another tow truck and switch it out with this flatbed, because this will not be able to take both of them at the same time. So let's quickly run back to the trailer store and I'll meet you guys over there. Alrighty everyone, we are now back in the main city. Let me just quickly turn right here, do a little drift, and let's get a tow truck. So I'm gonna park this thing right here and I'm gonna turn off the beacons just like so, and we're gonna go and get the tow truck. Alrighty everyone, it looks like we have the tow truck right here. Look at this thing, this should be able to get the job done. Let me turn on the lights and let me turn on the beacons. Awesome. All right, let's start making our way back to the location. Alrighty everyone, we are now back at the scene. We're gonna get in front of this truck. I think this is a Chevy, it might be one of the new Chevys. I think last time I said it was a Tacoma and I was completely wrong, but let's start lowering this and then let's unfold it just like so. We're gonna make sure it hits the ground, and let's quickly back into this. Let's see, first try, can we get it? Oh, we cannot tow it. What the heck, there is no way. Wait a minute, what if I do this? I'm gonna try to disconnect it, maybe that works. Let's see, let me quickly hop into my tow truck before this thing connects again, and there we go. We got both of them. There's no way, we got the truck, oh my goodness, and the trailer, oh my goodness. But I think it kind of glitched, so I mean, it's gonna do the job fine for now. So let me hop in and I'm gonna quickly do a turn right here. Wait, hold on, let me also raise this. Forgot to raise this. All right, there. Actually, you know what, it's not that bad. It does look very funny, but I mean, it's getting the job done. All right, let's start making our way back to the main city. Well, I guess technically we gotta go back to the mechanic shop so we can drop off these vehicles, and it looks like as completely clear. It is no longer raining or thundering, so let's cross our fingers and hope that it does not rain anymore. But as you guys can see, we're almost to the city, and if you guys have been enjoying this insane mission, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and let's continue with the video. Oh no. Alrighty everyone, it looks like we are now back in town. Let me quickly drift right here, and then my plan is to drop this thing at the back, because, or you know what, I don't think I can reverse, so I'm gonna drop this in the back so they can take care of this later, because it is not gonna fit in the parking spot. So I'm gonna lower my boom and quickly disconnect this thing from our tow truck. So let me quickly do this, disconnect. Hopefully my car does not, oh yeah, well, there it goes. Yo, that's probably the funniest thing ever. Yo, where does this land? Hold on, I gotta check this out. I want to see where it landed. And oh my goodness, look where it landed. Wait a minute, is this thing floating on the water? Yo, that is crazy. It's kind of whoa, that was weird. It's kind of floating in the water. I mean, if the developers of the game are watching this, yeah, there's a little bug in your game where your cars float in the ocean. Look at that. Or I guess in this case, it is a small lake or something like that. But I think our job is done. We can start making our way back home. Thankfully, we just got to go straight, because this is actually one of the roads that leads to our house, where I guess our farmhouse, our multi-million-dollar farmhouse. But as you guys can see, this is where we live right here. Let me make sure the road is clear, and let me quickly drift, and let me get this thing backed up. I think what I'm going to do is open the garage and put in the car, because I'm afraid that it's going to rain again, and I don't want my Corvette to get all dirty, because this thing is all clean and I don't want to pay for another car wash right now. But let me close that just like so, and mission success. I think that was a really good job. We got paid and we rescued both cars. Well, kind of. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another American Plains modding video, and today we're going to be building the first bunker in APM, and we're going to be camping inside of it. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe, and let's begin with the video. So we're going to be building the bunker right here because there is a lot of land that we could use. So I think the first thing we're going to need is a lawnmower so we can cut the grass and see where we're going to be digging the holes. So let's quickly run over to the Plain Tool Store. As you guys can see, I already got my beautiful GMC Denali right here, and if you guys take a look in the back, we also have some other construction equipment that we are going to be using today. Maybe not the yellow one, I don't know, we'll see. But let's go through the intersection and let's quickly pull into the Plain Tool Store because we're gonna get a lawnmower and we're gonna quickly grab a shovel. So let's run into the store, and I don't know where's the shovel. Oh, right there. Okay, so he said the shovel is gonna be right here, so let's grab one, and the lawnmower should be in the garage. So let's quickly go. Oh, actually, you know what? I think we might need ramps. You know what? Let me see if there's a trailer back here. Ooh, look at these. These are some nice lawnmowers. I kind of want this one. But oh, look at that. There seems to be a trailer right here, which we're going to be taking. Well, I guess borrowing. Technically, we're going to be borrowing this. And oh my goodness, I was just talking about this. No way. Let's go. Yo, this is pretty sick. So let me quickly throw this in the back of the trailer so we can get it taken to the spot where we are going to be building the underground bunker. Let me just close that on my way out, and let me quickly grab my truck. By the way, you guys, we don't have too much time because once the sun does fall, then it's gonna be impossible to dig a hole. It's gonna be so dark, so we're a little bit on a time crunch. Let's quickly run our way back. I'm gonna step on this thing so fast, and let's pull in. I think I might build the little underground bunker somewhere right here in the middle. I think that would look pretty cool. Let me throw that in park, and let's quickly unload this lawnmower right here. So let's get off and let's see. Okay, I'm gonna start cutting from this side, lawnmower on, and we're gonna make kind of like a little square. All right, and then I'm gonna turn right here. Oh yeah, this thing is gonna look so nice. Turn this thing on, and let's quickly finish cutting our little square. Oh my goodness, this is gonna look so sick. All right, look at that. We have our little spot where we're gonna be making the hole. Let me just quickly turn off the mower, and I'm gonna quickly throw it up on the back of the trailer because we don't need it anymore. And I think now it's time to start digging the first level of the base. So we're gonna dig this side. Oh, why is my shovel not working? Oh, there you go. I think it's working now. Yeah, I don't know why my shovel is not working. What the heck? Well, I think we have no other choice but to use the machines. I did not think we're gonna be using it this fast. So let me hop in. I'm gonna raise the arms. Let's raise the arms all the way, and let's make our way over here so we can make a gigantic hole. So honestly, I feel like I should be using the other one. Anyways, let's try this out first. If this is too slow, then we're gonna move on to the other kind of like excavator thing. But let me lower the arms. There we go. All right, not too bad, not too shabby. Uh-oh, this thing is not working good. You know what? Let me just make my hole over here. This is where I'm gonna make my hole since my shovel seems to be working on this side. So I'm going to do a little quick time lapse, and I'll get back when I'm finished building the first level of the underground bunker. Alrighty, everyone, I am pretty much finished building the first level of the base. Look at this, it is starting to look pretty cool, although we still have a lot of work to do, which I think it's time to bring the bigger construction vehicle. I don't know if that's gonna be a good idea, so let me quickly make this a little bit deeper. Dude, this base is gonna look so nice. Hopefully we can fit like a little tent in here. If we manage to put like a tent in here, that's gonna be crazy, revolutionary. Honestly, you guys, it's not that hard if I just dig it with my shovel. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing this because it's not too hard, but I am getting pretty deep, you guys. Oh my goodness. Hopefully my excavator can come down here. So let's give it a try. Let's see if the excavator oh, what the heck is he doing? I don't know. I think it's glitching. Let me just tilt this down just to make sure I don't have any sand in there. All right, and let's try to get this thing inside of here. Oh my goodness, I think I have to move my truck a little bit backwards so I can put in the excavator, or what is that called? The skid steer? I think it's called skid steer. I kept calling it something else. Whoops. All right, let me quickly hop in because it is already midday. We are running out of time really bad. Oh my goodness. I did not think making a hole was going to be taking this long. I'm going to slowly get in the hole. Oh, careful, careful. I might have to drop the arms just a little bit. Drop the arms. And then we're going to raise up the skid steer, or I guess the front plate. And let's see. Let's carefully. Oh no. Is this working? What the heck? I just got stuck really bad. Oh no. All right. So I had to move the skid steer out of the way because it was pretty much stuck. And I don't know if I should just stick to using the shovel since it is easier. All right. Since I have no other choice, I'm going to grab the big machine. Yup. Look at this. This thing was already destroying some of the grass right now because how insane this thing is. So I'm going to tilt up the blade and then I'm going to raise it because we don't want to be destroying the ground already. So let's start making our way over here and hopefully it can. Oh my goodness, look at that. It made a huge dent. And before we go inside, let me just quickly align this thing. This thing is so weird to drive. What the hell? All right, let's go and try to finish digging this hole. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous, you guys. I think I'm going to tilt the blade down. How do I do this? There you go. It should be now tilted. And let's carefully go inside. Please work. I'm really hoping this thing works. All right, come on. Oh my goodness. I am stuck. Oh no. I think I am stuck right now. All right, after a couple of minutes, I was able to get this thing out of there. Let me quickly go back inside and try to do what I was trying to do. Come on, slowly. Oh, dude, this thing is so deep. This is not funny. I don't know if this thing is working. Is this thing working? Oh my goodness. You guys, I'll be honest. I don't know if we're making any progress. I think I have an idea though on how to make this super cool. All right, so third time is the charm. We're gonna go inside of the bunker. I don't know if this is better. Oh no, dude, I'm not even close. Let me actually lower this one more time. Carefully, carefully. Oh my goodness. Am I digging the hole? Is it working? I don't know if it's working. Dude, I have no idea if this is working or not. I don't know if that's I mean, it does look a little bit deeper. I'm not sure if this is a W, but since the night is about to fall, I'm gonna quickly run over to the plant tool store and we're gonna finish up this bunker, which I have an idea on how to make a roof on this thing. So let's quickly run over there. But pretty much we're gonna grab all of the essentials that we need to successfully spend the night there, which is pretty much gonna be all the camping essentials. So let's quickly run to the store and oh my goodness, I forgot to close that up. Whoops. All right, hello good sir, I am back. So we're gonna begin by grabbing our sleeping bag so we can have a place to sleep. We're gonna grab some wood. We're gonna grab some of this thingy, the picnic table, and I don't know, we're gonna try to fit in the tent. If the tent fits, then that's gonna be a huge W. We're gonna grab one of those tower lights. Let's walk around and oh yeah, we could grab a little lawn chair. Who doesn't love a lawn chair? And a nice lamp for the night. And let's see, what else are we missing? Oh, we could grab some marshmallows just in case if we actually need to eat, then I'll just have a little marshmallow. But pretty much we're gonna walk out. Don't worry, we're gonna come back and return all of this. Wink wink. And before we do head out, I'm gonna quickly disconnect that because we're gonna be using the back of our bed for something special. So let me quickly get closer. There we go. And let's open up the tailgate because we're gonna be taking some hay bales. So let me quickly go inside. We're gonna place a hay bale right here. Let me grab another one. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna grab like I don't know, maybe like 8. That's what I'm gonna try to go, or as much as I can take. I don't want to be too greedy, you guys. All right, it looks like we might be able to fit like 6 hay bales. We got them nicely stacked the back of the GMC. Let me just finish putting the last one. Oh, I think we can actually put one more. Whoa, we actually have extra space. Let's go. All right, let me try to put one more on the back, just like so. All right, nice. And let me kick up the tailgate, and I think we should be able to move. Oh yes, let's go. Look at that. We have so many hay bales that are gonna come in handy dandy. So let's quickly make our way back to the where is it? Dude, I couldn't see it. Back to the underground bunker. Let me just park up my truck right here because we're gonna load, or I guess unload, all of the hay bales. So let me grab the, oh my goodness, let me open that again. So let me begin by grabbing this one. We're gonna grab this hay bale and we're gonna place it right at the top. This one's going right there. Oh no, actually, you know what, that's not gonna work. I think I need to place it somewhere around here. Maybe that's gonna work if we do this. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, it is gonna work. I forgot, I'm a genius. Oh my god, this is taking forever. And I think we could put one of those gigantic hay bales on top of here. So let me quickly grab one of those gigantic hay bales. So I'm gonna get one and let's see how this thing is gonna work out. Hopefully my plan does work out and I'm actually a genius, you guys, because if this doesn't work, then I'm gonna be super embarrassed. So let's quickly unload this thing right here. There we go. And look at that, we have our own roof. We can probably put more hay bales on top of here. So let me quickly run to the store and grab like 3 or 4 more. Alrighty everyone, I was able to grab some more hay bales so we can finish up up covering some of this huge hay bale roof. Let me just put one like right here, and then I think another one is gonna go right around. Oh yeah, right there. Look at that. We've got our own little roof going on. Dude, this looks insane. Let me see if I can quickly flatten this out because it is pretty rocky, and I want to make sure my bed is nice and straight because last time I slept on the dirt, my back was hurting. So we're gonna put wait, can we put a tent in here? If we can, but it's gonna be super tight, which I don't know if we should. Okay, so let's not put a tent. We are gonna put a sleeping bag like right. Actually, you know what? Let me straighten this out now. All right, so let's put the sleeping bag right here. There we go. We're gonna put a lamp. Where can we put a lamp actually? Oh, we can't put a campfire though. I'm gonna place this thing in a corner so I won't have to burn myself. There we go. Oh, look at that. We got some light. Let's go. Dude, this is so comfy, you guys. I could also add more light if I do this. Let me just put a light tower right here in the corner and face it towards my way. So I'm gonna deploy this. Oh, look at that, dude. We're gonna have a lot of light. In 3, 2, and boom. Look at that. It is pretty lit up right here. And of course, we could add a little chair on the side. Let me actually, since it is kind of crooked right here, I'm gonna dig a little hole. There we go. And I think it should be now straight where I could put a lawn chair right here. Look at that. Boom. We could also add a little lantern. I forgot. We could put this little lantern right next to my bed just in case I feel a little bit scared, you guys. But we also have this thing, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to put inside of my secret bunker, which I think it's gonna go outside right here. Wait, can I put dirt over this? I don't think that's gonna work. I think it's just gonna go through my homemade hay bale roof. And since my other one did disappear, I'm gonna grab a couple more hay bales on top and put them on my roof. So let me quickly grab one of these hay bales. There we go. We got one hay bale right here, and then we're gonna throw it right back on here because the other one kind of glitched out and went out of the map. But anyways, it kind of went better than I expected. I did not think I was gonna have this kind of success building my first underground bunker. Now this one is gonna go right on top of the roof. Let me see. Okay, raise, drop the boom. How do I drop this? Extend a little bit and boom, and that should be good right there. Let me give it one check, and ooh, look at that. We got more of a roof going on. Not bad, you guys. Wait, how do I escape now? Oh no. Oh, that's not bad. We can just go through here. All right, nice. Since the night is about to fall, I think we can cook up some marshmallows. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna cook up some marshmallows. Ooh, look at that. And let's give it a taste test in 3, 2, and 1. Whoa, not bad for underground s'mores. Wait a minute, is it night now? Oh my goodness, it's already nighttime. Look at that. I cannot believe that time went this fast. So let me get in my sleeping bag. I'm gonna catch some rest, and I'll catch you guys in the morning. What time is it? Dude, that was a really bad sleep. Ooh, dude, I'm exhausted, you guys. My underground bunker looks so funny. But anyways, I think that was a pretty successful build. Let me know what you guys would have done different or better. But if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe because it does mean a lot to me. And I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace. Let's give this a try, and holy moly, look at that. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. As you guys can see, it is another beautiful morning. I hope you guys enjoyed that little epic entrance. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on, let me just close this back up. But today we're gonna have a pretty interesting video, and the reason I say this is because we're gonna be taking this brand new machine camping. If you guys didn't know, this thing can I believe off-road and even swim in the water. Like straight up, you can just drive it around the ocean, which is something that we are going to be doing. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe, and let's jump in. So before we actually start making our way over to the campsite, we gotta head over to the trailer shop, pick up a RV camper, and then come back so we can get this connected to this trailer so we can start making our way over to the campsite. So enough of the yap, we have a lot of things to do, and before the sun starts setting down, my goal is to make sure I have everything set up, so which is why I kind of want to hurry up. But if you guys didn't know, then there was a giant update today. In this update, they added that new machine that I showed you guys, and then they added like another ATV. I believe it's like an 8-wheeler. It's something insane, but it's pretty small and really slow. I might show you guys at the trailer store. And they also ended up making the tires more realistic, and what that means is that you can pretty much swing your car now. I'll show you guys right in this parking lot how you can swing it now. So before I get my truck connected to the camper, I'm gonna swing this thing, and all you pretty much gotta do is step on it and go in circles. Look at this, you can swing this thing now. Look at that. This is crazy. This is so insane. Kind of feels weird looking at your truck do donuts and stuff like that. But anyways, let's get this thing connected to the back of the camper. There we go. Let's start making our way back home so we can finally get the last trailer connected to our camper and make our way over to the campsite. And back to what I was saying, they also made cars feel a little bit more realistic when driving. So I believe they fixed the Corvette and it can't go as fast as it used to. So that was a change. They also added some brand new bug fixes, and what else did they add? And now you can also toggle your 4-wheel drive and your 2-wheel drive if you just press N on PC. As you guys can see, I am in 2-wheel drive. If I press N, I'm gonna be in 2. This is 4, so I'm gonna keep it in 4. All right, we've got our truck connected to the camper, and our camper is now connected to the trailer, which has the brand new machine. I believe this machine is called Amphibious, something like that. Amphibious, I might be saying it wrong. Let's make our way over to the campsite. We're gonna be camping near the neighborhood, which is down right over here, and today's goal will also be to try to drive this machine, the Amphibious, in the ocean. So I'm very excited to see how this thing runs and tests, because I really haven't tested it out besides driving it and putting it on the trailer, which really wasn't anything. But let's make a turn right here, just like so. All right, nice. I'm hoping you guys have enjoyed yesterday's video. We ended up camping in a semi, which was something different from the usual, but it seems that we are now getting close to the campsite. I just gotta make a turn right there. I also did get a couple comments telling me that they didn't know they could go camping in a semi, so it was definitely very interesting to a lot of people. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. But we are here at the campsite. Let's see, where should we park up? I'm not really sure where to kind of like set up camp. Maybe a little bit more down here. Let's see. All right, you know what, I think I see a nice spot right around here. So I think this is going to be a nice spot to park up both of our trailers. Maybe we can put up our trailer right around there and then leave this big trailer parked right here next to our truck. I think we should do that. So let's get this thing dropped off. Let me carefully back up. Hold on, I'm gonna quickly disconnect this trailer from my camper because it's very difficult to park that up. So I'm gonna focus on parking this camper first, and then I'm gonna finish parking the other trailer because I'm kind of having trouble trying to park the trailers. All right, the road is clear. Let me turn, and I'm gonna pull into here, make sure I don't hit the trailer. All right, and I'm gonna carefully go off road a little bit, and I'm gonna park it right around it here. So let me get this thing disconnected from my truck. There we go. I'm gonna make my way back over here and get it connected to the trailer so we can finish parking this thing. There we go. Hold on, can I park it like this? Am I really that good? Hold on. Oh yeah, I forgot, I am the goat. Come on, a little bit more, and okay, I think that should be good. Let me just disconnect this. All right, there we go. And where should I leave my truck? I think I should just leave my truck right around here. I'm gonna leave my truck right here. Alrighty, everyone, everything seems to be set up. Let me just get this down from the trailer. Hold on, how do I do this? Oh, there we go. All right, this thing is so huge. Let me hop in. Uh-oh. What the heck? Let me take this over to the parking lot and we're gonna check this thing out. So this is the brand new machine. If you guys didn't know, we can open up the door. Ooh. And you can also open the top door. So let me quickly open up this one and look at that. That is insane. And not only that, you can also open up the back, which is pretty cool as well. Just take a look at this and look at that. That is insane. It's even got like a small ladder. Let me get on. There you go. And there's a bunch of stuff in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seats. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this is pretty much how it looks inside. It looks pretty comfy, I'm not gonna lie. Let me close this back up. Wait, how do I close this? Oh, there we go. It should be closing up. And this is the front. So if we take a look at this, this is how it looks in the driver's seat. I am gonna close the bottom door because I'm afraid that water is gonna get in. So we're gonna keep that closed and we're gonna drive this thing in the water and see how this thing drives in the water. So I'm gonna try to drive across and get over to the second island, or I guess that island. Let's give this a try. And oh my goodness, this is insane. Holy moly, look at that. All right, we're almost to the island. We now have touched. Look at that. That is crazy. We just drove pretty much across the river. There really isn't anything on this island. If you guys want me to, then I can make a video on this island and see if there's anything that happens during night. So like a 3 a.m. challenge, which you guys know I'm pretty afraid of that and I'm not a fan of that. But for you guys, I would do it. So let me know in the comments if you guys would want a video of me camping on this island. There seems to be a dock over there, so let's make our way back and look at that. It's not the fastest, but it's definitely not a boat. There's pros and cons to this. I wonder who invented this. Just imagine what they thought of. Like, let's invent a car that can drive on the water. That sounds insane. But we're almost at the island. We just need a little bit more and we should be touching the land. And we are now on land. Where should I leave this vehicle? You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it right about here. Yeah, I think this is perfect. Look at that. Hold on, let me also open up this as well. Oh my goodness, that looks so cool. And let's set up camp because I just remembered I didn't do this today. So let's open up everything. I put up the tarp and the stairs. Let me just hop right in and let's see. Oh, the pop out just like so. And I think that is it. I forgot. Is this new? I think this is new. And I just remembered that there isn't any lights in here. So kind of sucks, but I can use the lights from my truck to light up the camper. Let me walk out and let's enjoy the sunset. Alright everyone, the sun seems to have set, so I think it is time to go to sleep. Let me just close up my door. I don't want any monsters to go inside of my camper. And where's my bed? I think my bed is right here. I'm gonna go knock out and I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good morning everyone. It seems to be that it is now morning. Let's take a fresh look outside and ooh, it is super nice and beautiful. I think it is time to go home, so I'm probably gonna do another time lapse of me putting everything away because this might take a while. I have to put the new vehicle on the trailer, get this connected, and then have all of them all connected. So yeah, let's play the time lapse. Alrighty everyone, we now have the camper connected to the other trailer which has the brand new machine. We are now ready to start making our way back home because we finished camping and honestly it was such an amazing trip. And finally, we are now back home. Home sweet home. Oh my goodness, how much did I miss my home. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch you guys on to the next APM video. Peace so much. And why are the doors open? What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. And today, you guys guessed it, look at that, we're going to be ghost hunting today. Since you guys love these videos, we are bringing it back and we're going to be actually exploring the apparent haunted gas station. There's been some sightings of weird paranormal activity at this gas station, which honestly I might even believe because it is not far away from the Appalachian Mountains. So we're going to go tonight, or I guess this afternoon, and see what we can find if we see any crazy or scary paranormal activity. But before we do, we're gonna go head over to the police station because we actually have to pick up the Ecto 1, which is the Ghostbusters car, because I really can't pull up in a Mustang or in a truck. You know, I gotta match the theme. So we're gonna go and head over to the gas station. So if you guys are excited, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. So we're gonna be taking the Mustang today. I know I haven't driven the Mustang too much because we've been super busy with so many other jobs, but that changes today because we're going to be able to take it today. So like I said, our first task is to head over to the police station and pick up this Ecto 1. I think this might be my second time featuring this car in one of my videos. You guys really love the first one, which is why I am bringing it back. And I know this is going to sound a little bit weird, but ghost hunting is starting to kind of grow on me. I'm not gonna lie, I like it now. But it seems that we are now at the police station, so let me pull in right here and let's check where the Ecto 1. I'm not sure where they have it in. You know what? I think it might be in the garage because it's not in the parking lot or right here. You know what? Let's go check the garage. I'm gonna leave my Mustang parked right here. Let me just back up because if you guys do back up, you guys do gain more aura points. So let me get the Mustang parked right here, just like so. And yeah, let's go through the police station and see if they have the car inside the garage. So let me open up this door. All right, so this seems to be the lunchroom. Hello? Anyone here? Ooh, what is this? Yo, I've never been here. This is pretty sick. It's kind of like a kitchen. But anyways, let me close that back up. So let me open up this door and oh my goodness, it's right here. Hold on, let me close this back up and look at that. We've got the Ghostbusters car right here. It's been a good minute since I have seen this car, but every time I do see it, I'm just so amazed on how good this thing looks. Wait a minute, what is this? Is this like floaties for the water? I don't know what that is, but let's before we do get in, we have to open up the garage just like so. Look at that, what a beautiful day. And we can finally get in the Ghostbusters car, the Ecto 1, so we can start making our way over to the gas station. Actually, talking about the gas station, this thing is pretty empty on gas, so we actually have to go to the gas station right here, which should be like down a couple streets, and then we'll be able to finally make our way apparently the haunted gas station. So let's quickly get this out of the way because we don't want to run out of gas gas. Imagine, you know, we see some ghost and then we can't drive away because we have no gas. That would be pretty hilarious. So I see the gas station right here, so let me pull to the left. All right, the road seems to be clear and it looks like gas is $2. Wait, how much is this? It is, so the APM gas station is $2.94. Not bad. Looks like inflation hasn't hit this side. Anyways, let me hop out. Wait, hold on, I need to turn off the engine, because if you guys do leave your guys' engine and put gas, there's a chance this thing can blow up, and I don't want to take that chance. But there we go, we are completely filled, and let me actually run into the gas station and see if there's any snacks or drinks we could take. And let's see. Hello, good sir, how are you?
I'm doing pretty fine.
Okay, the guy's acting kind of weird, but let's grab a soda and let's see, what else should we grab? A witch, bro. You know what, since we're gonna go get scared right now, let's actually, you know what, I don't want this. Yeah, this is demonic. You know what, let me just grab one of this. All right, sir, can you please check me out? I'm gonna grab a Bloxy Cola and this like Red Bull thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be $5.71.
Oh, dang. All right, here you go. All right, thank you. That was kind of weird, man. That guy was acting a little bit strange. I don't know if you guys kind of like heard it in his tone, but anyways, we got our 2 drinks right here and the sun is starting to go down, which means it is now the perfect time to head over to the allegedly haunted gas station, which is located near the Appalachian Mountains. Let me turn on this big boy and let's start making our way over there because the sun is pretty much going down right now. And let me actually turn on my lights just like so, my light bar, and there we go. Look at that, we are now in full Ghostbusters mode. And for those who tell me, why don't you turn on the sirens? Well, this is how it sounds like. Yeah, that's why I don't turn it on. But anyways, we are now here at the APM gas station and look at that, it looks super menacing. You can even see a bull right here just staring down every time when a car enters. So let's pull in right here and yeah, let's get this thing parked right down here near the entrance, just in case like I get spooked or something, I can just run out the door and into my car. So let me get this thing parked carefully. There we go, and let me turn off the light bar. There we go, awesome. So we've got the thing completely set up, the sun is going down and the nighttime is about to arrive. So let's make our way into the gas station. And honestly, wait, hold on, before we get a tour inside, let's actually check around the area and make sure there really isn't anything, you know, out of the normal, right? So over here it seems to be kind of like a camping area or something, because I do see trails that go up in the mountain, which is pretty nice. A little windmill. Yeah, it looks super old. Let's see what else is around the area. Looks like more tracks that go up the hill. And wait, what's over here? Let's check this side. Oh my goodness, this is a giant like mudding pit. This is insane. Holy moly guacamole, what did I just find? I should probably come here. Oh my goodness, the moon is so bright. But this part seems to be where the giant semis park, which is pretty cool. So finally we can head back into the gas station so you guys can get a full tour of what's inside. So let me open up the door. There we go. Let me close that thing. Make sure both of these are closed. All right, nice. Okay, it looks like they have sodas as well. I think they have more sodas. Yeah, they have way more sodas than the other gas station. But there seems to be no... That's a little bit weird. There is no cashiers? That's a little bit odd. Apparently seems to be no cashiers at this gas station right here, which I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a weird start. But let's check this room. I believe this should be the office. Yeah, this is the office. We've got a nice computer, a couple of like cabinets and whatnot, and a bush in here, which is a bit odd. But let me see if this thing works. No, it doesn't work. It's completely dead. Hold on, that's a little bit weird. There seems to be another room right here, so let me check what is inside of here. Okay, so there seems to be a bathroom right here. Oops, there seems to be a nice bathroom right here with a nice carpet and more bushes. That's a second weird thing. There's a bunch of bushes inside of the gas station. I've never seen so many empty Hello? What was that? It sounded like someone was banging on the windows. What the heck? Hold on, let's check this out. I don't know what that was. It came from like this side. Hello? Anyone? That was weird. But anyways, let me crack this soda. That was delicious. Back to what I was saying. Let me walk over here. Let me drink my Red Bull. And now we are ready to take on any Hello? What? That was weird. Let me grab the keys and make sure these things are closed. Hold on. I want to make sure these doors are closed. I don't want anyone entering here. Alright, this one is locked and this one is locked. There's another noise. It came from this side this time. I don't know if like a bird is crashing into the windows or what is happening. They should probably add cameras right here. It would help so much. And Why are the doors open? Dude, I seriously just locked it right now. What the heck? You guys saw I literally went up to the door and I locked it. Hold on, there's something messing with us. If you guys take a look, I'm the only one in the server. There's no one else. Let's take a look over here. I don't see anything so far. Everything seems to be pretty empty. Wait. What is that? Do you guys see that right here? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I am leaving. I'm out of here. I am out of here. You will never see me again. You will never see me again. Bye, gas station. But anyways, we're gonna return this Ecto 1, the Ghostbusters car, back to the gas station because, you know, this isn't mine. I did borrow it from these guys, so I'm gonna give it back to the sheriff's station. So let me just back up, just like so. So the Ecto 1 is back to the police station. Honestly, a super fun car. I really love it. I'm gonna start making my way back home, so I'm gonna catch you guys over there. And I cannot explain what happened in there, but if you guys have any ideas, please let me know, because I'm just as confused as some of you guys. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'll catch you guys on to the next one. Peace.